What number are we? 28.
Welcome. Oh, you're hiding it. All right.
What's that? Welcome to Building the Buds 28. Hello. Good evening.
Hi.
28.
What's going on?
Hello.
As you can see, we got an extra builder, and where is he? Right here. Does that look down? Yeah, he's down here. That's Grandpa T right there, or Tyler. So
Hello.
Welcome to the channel for the first time. And he's coming out of the gate swinging today. He's going for a monster build. He's going to be doing
the gunship.
Big gunship. Tanner just said he can't wait to get to those corner pieces. So if you could speed build to that part, would be make us very happy.
I'll see what I can do.
Actually, just start there.
Yeah. So we're going to be building just a kind of array of things tonight because that's what we do. Just do stuff. And this is what I'm going to be building here. I'm actually pretty excited to do this one. Boom. Queen Mary.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I was forced to buy this. Well, I didn't even buy it. I made a good deal with my good buddy Matthew. And but Aspen forced me to do it. So there's that. Again, she's creating problems and trouble.
What she does, yeah.
What she does. She's forced Eric to buy all this little stuff here.
I don't have any large sets right now, so I figured we'll just go through what we've got tonight and build.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That Shanghai one does look pretty cool, though.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe the hype.
All right, I'll pick one of these. I'll slide the rest over.
Okay, let's pick one. That's a good one to pick.
All right.
Okay. That's a little bit better. So after much verbal abuse,
yes,
cheating, downgrading, very abusive to this poor fella. He finally broke and got a smoking deal on an HQ with an Ecto too, right?
With the Ecto. Yep, finally broke. I mean, therapy hasn't stopped, so I still have a few more years of that.
Yeah.
But, for the time being, we're good.
So if everybody's wondering what set we're going to give him crap about now, it's the Joker Manor. That's the next one that he has to get.
That one really hurts, actually. That one still hurts.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit painful from two people there because I don't even have that.
It's worse because Black Friday, was it going on 3 years now? Right? It was on sale. Yeah, it was on sale. And I went to sleep and woke up a few hours later. I was like, oh, I should order it. And it was sold out and never seen again.
It wasn't meant to be until it is. And now it is. It's meant to be now.
Yeah. Well, let's say hello to everybody. We got Copper. We got Zoe's here. Hey, Zoe. How you doing?
Zoe, nice to see you.
Abe, She Trooper, of course. DCL. Jane Doe, as always. Doug. I did see Todd. Yeah, Todd's up there.
Yeah. We got Becca. We got Wendy. We got Parkdale Playboy, I think, is in the house. We've got, that's it, right? Brennan O is here.
Is the HQ actual Lego or styrofoam?
We will all find out together. Now, I did open it to check. Yeah. The Ecto one that came with it was opened, but it looks like everything is there. This was sealed, and at least the parts in the bag say Lego, so that's a start.
That's good.
Cosmo's here. Hey, Cosmo.
Hey, Cosmo Candy.
Cosmo.
So you will hear tonight, I'm sure, at some point, a little bit of venting.
A lot of bit of venting.
From that, where is he? That's all. I don't know where he is. I'm just gotta do it. You'll hear a lot of venting tonight. What was supposed to go down tonight is I was going to be doing the ship. Tanner was going to be working on a green grocer that he had purchased, and of course, Easy was going to be doing HQ. So that was the plan. We had this big plan set up. It was going to be a lot of fun. We were going to just marathon the heck out of this thing, but I'm going to let Tanner explain it because he gets better. He does it better, but kind of a disheartening transaction. What have you?
Yeah. My first poor experience on eBay and buying used Lego. Y'all remember I won an auction during the stream last week for a greengrocer, and was pretty excited about it because I kind of lowballed the guy on a bid, or what I thought was a lowball for a bid. You know, it's one of those things where somebody does a make an offer thing. It's actually how Eric got his set too on such a great deal. And so when that happens, you always kind of worry a little bit. Well, the set came to me, and I started pulling it apart because I wanted to clean it and put it back together, obviously. And I started noticing that there's in the front of the building, there's 1x2 bricks that are supposed to have grooves in them, those modified grooves. Didn't see any 1x2 bricks with grooves in it. And then I started looking at the back and noticed a lot of discoloration, first of all, on the gray, which the guy said it was a pristine set and displayed out of sunlight and all this garbage. Sent a picture to these guys and said, yeah, this doesn't look very pristine. Well, then I started looking at the green bricks and noticed there were a whole lot of 1x6 green wall building in there. And I said, I didn't think this set had any 1x6s. And so I pulled up the instructions, and sure enough, this fine gentleman had parted out this greengrocer. It wasn't an authentic one. He had built it from a parts list, and he had substituted some of the very expensive parts out of that set. And so, you know, at first I was like, you know, pretty upset about it. And I sent him a message and said, hey, doesn't really make me happy that you did this. You advertised this as as the set number. You didn't say anything about it having substituted parts. I said, tell me why I shouldn't ask for a full refund here. And he sends me a message back and says, well, I said in the description, what you see is what you get. That's all he said. And so I was a little upset again then. And then I made the mistake of going and looking on Bricklink what the set would have cost me if I built it from scratch the way he built it. And it would have cost about $300 less than what I paid for it.
Yeah.
And so I was furious then. I sent the guy a message and said, hey, you know you were dishonest in your ad. You passed this off as a genuine set. You parted it out. It was worth much less than what I paid for it. I said, I'm willing to keep it, but I would like you to refund some of my money. And I said, I think this amount's fair. And I even said, you know, I didn't ask for $300 back. I asked for about $200 back. And
that's what I was going to say. Your offer back to him was more than fair.
More than fair. Would have let him keep his eBay fees. Wouldn't have to deal with this stuff. And he said, nope, not interested. Send it back. And by the way, have fun rebuilding it, because if it's not exactly like it was when I sent it to you, I'm going to file a complaint with eBay.
Yeah.
You're also leaving out the parts on how accommodating you were in all of this.
Yeah.
I think you were, I think, far better than everyone here.
Maybe one of us would have been. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
you really were trying to do best by this seller far more than anyone else.
I was trying to work with the guy. So yeah, I rebuilt it, and when I rebuilt it, it turned out that he did a really shitty job of building it himself, because there were 12 parts missing from the set, aside from the substitutions he made. So knowing that if he got it without those pieces, he was going to try and file a complaint, I put in those pieces for my collection. Thankfully, I had them all, and wrapped it up, put it in a box, and sent it back to him. It was supposed to get back to him today, but it looks like it'll probably be dropped off on Monday. But I sent him a message then, and I said, hey, it's coming back to you. You didn't do a very good job of parting this out. Well, I was really polite about it too. I said, hey, I put it back together. It was actually missing some pieces, so I added those to from my collection. You're welcome. Hey, Sting Brick is here. Hey, Pashwa is here, and my Bricks and Me is here as well. So welcome all of you. Sorry, I'm telling my heartthrob story. Almost done. Pashwa, it was a greengrocer. So anyway, so then the guy sends me a message back and says, "Why did you feel you needed to rebuild it? Basically, how dare you check my work?" And I know I built it and I know it was all there. So now what you're sending me isn't what I sent you. And I basically said, "Hey, dude, feel free to inspect it when you get it. It's got more. It'll have every single part you sent me plus 12 more." So I'm sure he's going to try and be a dick about it and he's going to try and stretch out the refund process. I'll fight him. It is what it is. Yeah, not heartbreak. Sorry about that. But I'll make the best out of it. I'll get my money back eventually. And, I went ahead and did what I was going to do from the start before I got this deal. And I ordered a bunch of I parted out the greengrocer, subbed out all the green bricks for dark red bricks. I'm going to build myself a red grocer, and it cost me about $350 to do that. So
isn't bad at all.
No, it's not bad, and it's going to be it's going to look great. I'll probably feel better about that than if I would have kept this set and dealt with the annoyance. So anyway, on to better things. But yeah, still a little bitter about that poor experience.
Did you put a glitter bomb in there by any chance?
Oh, I wish I had. That would have been good.
I was trying to say
I have the guy's address, so it can still happen if I don't get my money back soon.
Not only would I have done that, I probably would have taken a dump in the set and said, "There's something extra special in there for you, buddy. You can
Absolutely.
all
Absolutely.
yours.
All the parts plus a few more."
Sorry, I couldn't light the bag on fire, but you guessed right. It's a flaming bag of dog poop.
So Copper asks if I beat him to file a claim. Well, I can't file a claim right now. So what happens is I file for a return. That's what I can do now. Once he gets the set, which should get it on Monday, he has 3 days to refund my money. So if he doesn't, then I can file a claim with eBay, and I will. I'll go after him. I'll go after him on PayPal as well, and hopefully I can get him kicked off the platform because the guy's completely dishonest. I went back over his ad, and he said it had minifigures. It didn't have minifigures. He said it was in pristine condition. That was a bunch of BS. He said it was the genuine article. It had all the pieces. It was 100% complete. It was just, be forewarned. Don't let that take anybody off of buying a used set on eBay, because I've had great experience with it. Like I got a Joker Manor, came in pristine condition, and I got a Town Hall from eBay that was mostly complete. Sorry, Eric. Mostly complete. Hey, you had a chance at getting a Joker Manor even cheaper than the one I got, and you passed it up, buddy. So
again, it still hurts.
I know. Anyway, don't let it true. I would say just be cautious and make sure and inspect pictures and make sure and read descriptions. And again, eBay is pretty good about, they've got money back guarantees. They've got things that give you some tools in case somebody tries to screw you over.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's terrible, and I feel really bad for you. I'm excited to see the Red Grocer because I think it creates a nice story in the city. Then,
Absolutely.
Which is pretty cool, and I think you'll find that Green Grocer for the price you want, maybe even better someday.
And if I don't, that's okay. Like, right. Again, and I'll tell you too, if anybody, like I parted it out. I picked about, 100 parts from my own collection, but everything else I ordered from Bricklink. I did substitute out some of the more expensive pieces for different part types. But I ordered all new bricks, no used bricks, and again, it cost me under $3. It was about $300 before shipping. So
how many pieces do you think you did? Like, How many did you say you picked for out of your stuff? 100 pieces or so?
Maybe 100. It was like 1x1 plates and 1x1 tiles and cheese wedges and that's it. It was very minimal stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You're going to have a blast with that. I can't wait to see it. Pash asked Tyler, you're building the gunship? Yeah,
building the gunship.
But he's not building it the way he's used to building it, that's for sure.
No, I'm used to taking my time, and now I gotta go like speed up here a little bit and watch you guys, watch the chat. It's gonna be good.
Well, and when you're wearing a jersey like that, we know you got to slow down a bit. We got to talk slower for you.
Yeah. I got my box of crayons here for snacks too.
Yeah. I love the taste of the color 9. It's delicious.
I can count to purple.
It's true trial by fire.
Seth is here.
What's
Jesse
that?
Here?
Oh, hello, Jesse. Jesse says he might have a line on a greengrocer, used but good, depending on budget.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the sting cool off a little bit before I go after a grocer anytime soon again. And again, I'll have a red one in place, and it, aside from the red pieces, it's gonna look exactly like the original. And I don't know, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so too.
My bricks and me said I would like a sand blue grocer. Yeah, that'd be good. Might be a little more pricey unless you do some significant part substitutions.
I'm going to build a brown grocer because it's cheap as heck.
Well, wasn't even just going red was really cheap, right?
But yeah, I think $250 or something if I would have went red instead of dark red.
Yeah.
Would have been a tough color to look at, though.
Oh, it would have looked like trash.
Well, this one looked fantastic, right? Because the contrast and stuff. I mean, it still looked good because it still has all the shape and stuff like that, but it would just look very like
I think it'd get so bright that it just
that's the thing. Like your kid built it there for you and just slapped her together and
right. Like the old fire stations that they had when we were growing up. The old city fire station.
Yeah, exactly. My bricks and me says yellow is the cheapest. Yeah, for sure. Why is Eric still building upstairs? He's been banished to the upstairs.
I am actually downstairs, so this is one of the tables that the city used to sit on. The wall behind me at the column, that's the one that's going to come down. On the other side of that is where the new Lego room will be. And I made a little bit of progress on it today. Taking out some of, that's just a closet that's in there. So slowly but surely, but it's been a crazy month, 2 months. We were away last week, so it's been crazy.
How was that trip?
It was fantastic. It was long on the way back because we drove straight through to try to beat that storm that was going through the Northeast. But it was great. It didn't seem like it flew by at all. We were busy all day, every day. And then we had a little extra Disney magic at the end, which was great.
Yes, that's what I wanted you to talk about.
Oh, all right. So the only thing my son wanted to do, the only thing he wanted to buy while we were in Disney World was a lightsaber, and he wanted to build your own, right? That's all he wanted to do. And
for those of you who don't know, we'll just back up a bit. It's like it's a super cool thing. You build your own custom lightsaber. You get to pick all the elements, right?
It is it is a true experience. It really is.
That sounds wicked.
And it's I think it's totally worth it. It's probably a little pricey, but the build experience and the presentation that they put on is about 20 minutes or so, and it's really cool. It kind of immerses you in it. So I would recommend anybody who can to do it. But that's all he wanted to do. And we were there. We got down in Disney last Saturday, probably around 6 in the evening. We met my parents and my sister's family went down as well. So we met them on Sunday and did Hollywood Studios. And we didn't try to do the lightsaber then because I knew my nephew wasn't going to be able to build one. So we didn't want him to get feeling left out and upset. So the next time we went back to that park was Thursday of last week. right? And we went early. They built droids. We then went over to check out the lightsaber, and they're like, sorry, it's all booked up for the day, and our cancellation list is all booked up too. I was like, oh, all right. I didn't realize that. Shame on us. Whatever. So he says, go on and look at the app and see when the next available appointments are. The next available appointment was Saturday at like 7:25 in the evening. And we were already planning to be back on the road by 1:30 at the latest. So I went over and talked to them, and I said, there's really nothing available. We leave Saturday afternoon. Like, how often? Or no, that was later. And he's like, okay, well, I can't promise you anything. It's no guarantee, but the way to increase your odds is if you can be here Saturday morning at rope drop and come right back here, then you get on the cancellation list, and that's your best chance, right? So Ethan and I got up super early. We were the first ones into Galaxy's Edge that morning. We were right there about 20 minutes before anyone came out. And, long story short on that end, we get signed up, and he's number 2 on the queue. And originally I booked it for both of us to build. And I had said to the cast member, I was like, well, is it going to hurt our chances? Because if it hurts his chance to build one, then just put one builder. Like, I don't care. And she said, no, we'll put 2, put your ideal experience, and I'll put a note in here that says willing to go to 1. And I say, okay, that's fine. And this is probably 8:05 in the morning on Saturday. So the park opens at 8:30. So Ethan and I did some rides. We did one of the rides in Toy Story Mania, and we were the first 2 on it. So if you remember, like the flying, like the saucer dishes, right?
Yep.
We're the first ones to go on it, and they didn't allow anyone else. It was just Ethan and I. We were the first ride of the day. It was so cool.
That's cool.
I asked, did you get a chance to ride Slinky Dog when either early in the morning or later at night?
We did on that Sunday when we were first there.
Because I don't think there was anything better. I enjoyed Galaxy's Edge a lot, but riding that ride when everything's lit up at early in the morning or late at night, I love that ride too. That ride's killer.
It is a really good. There's a lot of good stuff in that area, especially for the age groups that they bring in there. So we had some breakfast, chilled out. We did some rides. We did Toy Story Mania. We did Star Tours. We did a bunch of stuff. He didn't want. One of the big problems is Rise of the Resistance was down, so that was causing wait times for everything else to be bad. He didn't want to do the Falcon again, so we were just kind of like hanging out, walking around, doing some rides. And about 10 in the morning, I walk over to the people at Zavi's shop. I'm sorry, I'm talking so much, we're not getting anybody in chat.
Oh, you're fine.
That's good.
So I go over to them and I say, hey, could we get any update on the queue? And they said, no, sorry, unfortunately, we can't, give out that information. Just be patient and check back, throughout the day. Okay, fine, not a problem. Maybe that was at 11, and at 10, I talked to somebody in guest experiences and said, hey, look, we're leaving this afternoon. Is there anything you can do? This is the only thing he wants to buy while we're down here. And they said, unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. Galaxy's Edge people there, they handle everything. So just go back to talk to them. And that's, I think, when I went. So then I went back the second time, and this was probably around 12. And the way it works is you get on this cancellation list, and you're waiting for another text message that says, hey, a cast member is ready to meet you. Come back in, check in, and you have 40 minutes to get here, right? So we're still not getting a text message. So at about noon, I walk over and I say, hey, I'd like to change our, us on the queue. Can you just change it to 1? Like, I don't want to risk it. They're like, okay, thanks, no problem, we'll update it. So now Ethan's getting really, really kind of upset and deterred that he's not going to be able to build one. And we're going back for a short weekend at the end of February. So we're like, hey, you know what? If we can't do it here, we're going to book when we come back or when we're in the area, and we will come to Hollywood Studios and you'll build one then. And he was like, oh, okay, all right. And he was starting to feel better about it. So he's like, okay, well, can I go buy something else? I'm like, sure, let's go ahead and buy something else. So we're walking out. We had given it to about 1 o'clock. Like that's when we had to make the decision to pull the plug. So 1 o'clock, we're walking back towards the front of the park. And I'm talking to my wife and I'm saying, it's just, it's such a bummer. Like, how could they not have like a couple walk-ins, right? Like stagger them throughout the day. Like it just would be nice. And for the amount of money everybody here pays for and, to get into the park and stay at the resorts. And, this, Tanner, as a family of 5, Disney does not like families greater than 4. So you can't stay everywhere. You all of a sudden have to start going to the middle to upper tier resorts because those other ones, the All-Star Sports and everything, don't accommodate for families greater than 4. So it's like, we're already paying more than a bunch of people here. We've went out to dinner every night. Like we had a great time. So I was like, and she had said, well, why don't you go talk to somebody else again? So we walk up to the front and we, Tyler said, good segue. Love it. So we go up to guests, certainly like the real customer service people at the front. And I'm telling her the story about, and I didn't go into any, like I was going to go into like costs and stuff, but I didn't get into that. She's like, well, there's really nothing. She's like, well, let me go ahead and call and see if I can find any more information about when you're in the queue, if it's coming up, and anything like that. I was like, okay, because we need to leave by 1:30. We have to beat a storm back to New York. She says, okay. And she's going to go give a call, and I pull out my phone, and in my hand, that very second, as I pulled it out of my pocket, it said, I got a text message that said now. So I got it exactly when I pulled it out of my pocket. And it was from the Zavi workshop that, hey, we're ready for you. Come back. And it was just incredible all of a sudden to get that text message as we're about 20 minutes from leaving the park.
Right.
And we just kind of all looked at each other. And she's like, did you just get that? And I said, yeah. She goes, well, open it up. You have to respond to it. So I was like, okay. And I respond, just, you guys head back. I'm going to call and tell them you are on your way. And I was like, perfect. That's great. So we go in, we check in, we're waiting. And now he starts getting upset about how long is this going to take? And I said, buddy, we've been here for 7 hours. Okay.
Right.
We didn't even think you were going to kill the saber. Like, we can wait another 15, 20 minutes. Like, we can totally do it. So, like I said earlier, the whole experience is fantastic. You go in, there's this presentation as you build the sabers and everything. The guy talks to everybody and tries to pick your brain about, like, why you chose these parts and everything. And it's a unique story to everybody. There's only 4 different types. Well, technically, there's there's 4 different classes, and then each class has, you can kind of build your parts the only way you want, right? So Ethan chose power and whatever, so it's basically Sith, right? But he did a green crystal. So the guy's like, wow, your parts are from an ancient Sith temple, but we used a green kyber crystal. Like, wow, this you're using, most power, it was fantastic, the presentation. So it was so worth it.
That's cool.
Super excited. And surprising, it's not down here. They're heavy. They actually are way heavier than you would expect. We did the lightsaber. Go ahead. They're
just like the FX ones, right? Like So they're quality. Yeah.
It's incredible. We got 10% off because you're supposed to get a black carrying case with it, but they were out of them.
Yeah.
So he got a nice shiny clear plastic bag to put his lightsaber in if he wanted.
Like it was going in the bag.
It was rolled up like it was a scroll. So when I saw people with it, I thought they give you like some like scroll thing on your lightsaber, and then you get closer and you're like, oh no, it's a plastic bag.
You guys drove though. I was gonna say, how'd that go going through airport security? But you drove.
We drove. I did it a few times growing up. I was pretty fortunate. I went to Disney a good handful of times as a kid, and we drove most of the times, and I loved it and had a blast. You know what? Jen enjoyed it. She cannot stand long car rides, but she had a good time. We passed. I forgot to send you guys. We took a picture of one of our favorite signs, and I think it was in Maryland. We were passing Dumb Fries, the city of Dumb Fries, and Manasses. And I don't know if that's how it's exactly pronounced, but yeah, Manassas maybe, but it just doesn't look like it.
Yeah, Manassas. Manasses.
Manasses.
Wow. And the signs are together. Like it couldn't be any better. Like you're passing Manassas and gum fries. Like it's just perfect.
What a man ass.
That's awesome. So hey, we had Brick Girl join us. Hello, Maura. Brian Jorgensen said he's not going to make the stream. He's out doing some ice fishing, I believe. I saw a picture on Instagram, Brian. I thought you were going to catch some bigger fish.
Tanner and I were talking about that minnow you had there.
The little guy. If he's still here, he might be.
If you do the camera right, Brian, you hold it closer to the camera, it looks huge.
Right.
So,
Forced perspective.
Yeah, shoot from lower.
Yes. No, he's good. It was a nice looking walleye he caught there, so that was good. But yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad,
pet store. Where did he go?
I'm glad Ethan got to build his saber. That's awesome. We didn't do that when we were at Disney, but I heard it's a fantastic experience. Obviously from more than you, but I'm glad he got to do that. What a treat, right?
Yeah,
that's what he wanted to spend his money on, and it's good that he actually got to.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, if anybody goes down there, I highly suggest you have. I think is it as far as 60 days? I can't remember the total amount of days ahead you can book for, but check it out. See when the time slots are available and book it. Don't be like us and just assume that you can get there early and walk it in.
Right. Hey, PBJ's here. Delicious as usual.
Yeah.
So
hey,
I think
who was asking the other week? Was it Parkdale Playboy about the F1 set?
Maybe.
I took a picture of it. I think I'll have to look. Jack had one at the store, and I took the picture of the.
No, it was Mike, I think.
Oh yeah, that was Mike. Todd, yeah, it's a different look for the setup today. Yeah, I moved a whole bunch of stuff around. Sarah was helping me with that, and we got a whole bunch of stuff changed around. I've got the city over there, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on back here, but still not done. That's why I haven't done a video or anything of that yet, but we'll get there eventually.
Saying hi in the chat too to let's see, Professor Brickman's here. Hello, and then I saw Oldendorf as well. Another of the illustrious January birthdays. I think Oldendorf just celebrated his birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to you, sir.
Happy birthday.
So anybody else that's built this, I think we got some new colored elements in here. We got the 1x4 masonry bricks, but they're in dark gray. Have anybody seen those before? I've only ever seen them in the nougat color.
Which one?
The 1x4 masonry in dark gray.
Oh,
yeah, I have some of those.
You have the in dark gray? Okay, well, I'm wrong. And then we got some ingots in sand blue. I don't think I've ever seen those.
Actually, speaking of pieces in different colors and stuff, and those masonry bricks, I built the Encanto house with my daughter yesterday.
They're in like the dark pink, right?
Yeah, it's like a weird pink color. That looks really cool.
Yeah, they came out. I think there's like 3 new masonry brick colors in the last year, with the white, the reddish brown, and then those dark pink or whatever color it is.
Yeah, it's like coral or something like that.
Yeah.
Oldendorf, PBJ. I had no idea Grandpa T was a young dude. Yeah, he just wears old shoes.
I just wear moccasins.
Yeah.
And sit in rocking chairs.
Yeah. Professor Brickman, there. He's doing he's the one, the guys there I was talking about. He's doing the monster Hogwarts castle.
That 20,000 piece monstrosity.
Yeah, like it's massive.
It's huge.
So that thing's gonna be pretty epic, I think.
Yeah, sometime in the next year when he finishes it.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a bit.
Get to pile a ton of parts together for that thing. I don't know if he said he had bought 2 kits or two castles, and then there's a whole ton of Bricklink ordering going on.
Something like that.
Hey,
That's probably a good way to do it.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, buddy. I thought I saw
No, I just said that's probably a good way to do it.
earlier, but she's not showing a face around here. I think it might have something to do with the Kraken getting their asses totally handed to them last night.
She is working right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You're
she's
not wrong.
working on eating the crow because she thought that Seattle was going to do anything last night.
Hey,
Oh, they're on a 2-game winning streak. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, they're not.
You know, the worst part is I just had to update my phone, and sometimes when I update my phone, something goes crazy in it, but it will like sometimes double or triple send me messages.
Yeah.
So I kept we're watching because Ozark started the other night. We'll talk about that in a minute, but Ozark's released yesterday. So we started watching Ozarks, and then all of a sudden it was like, suck it, Sarah, suck it, Sarah, suck it, Sarah, suck it, Sarah. I'm like, they must be getting pounded.
And they were.
And, oh, Maura, you just broke my heart, Maura.
Oh, there she goes.
There we go. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. She won't see this, but she'll appreciate it. Where is it?
Hey, Abe. Abe's here. Hello, buddy.
Simmer down.
Simmer down.
I will not. I will not.
Oh, she is listening to us. So, and Maura, you didn't. So this is heartbreaking to me right there. That's painful as heck. I can't even tell you how painful that is. So anybody knows me knows I cheered for the Bengals for years and years and years and years, and then a few years back when they did absolutely nothing with their team and just I quit them. I was like, I can't cheer for a team who has no desire to make themselves better. And I started cheering for the Raiders. So it was only epic to see the Bengals knock out my Raiders.
I should ask you what your excuse is for your jersey you're wearing now. Then
it's just like the camouflage type. You won't see us coming. They've got something good will happen eventually someday.
Well, I was going to ask, are we going to do an over under for when you move on from the Oilers?
No, I'm not moving on from the Oilers. I've stuck with them too long in their crap seasons. I'll stay with them forever.
Oldendorf's headed out, going to bed. We'll see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, and again, happy birthday to you.
Bye, buddy.
Later.
Yeah. PBJ asks, have anyone seen the vintage taxi gift with purchase that's coming soon? Looks amazing. Will go well with the boutique hotel. Or there's another vintage taxi.
Yeah, a real nice one.
Really
I've
nice.
seen that one. That's really, really good.
And it
really good.
Confirm it goes well with the boutique hotel.
Yeah. I think it's $1.
Mm-hmm.
It's $1 to buy the instructions for it. It's
What a steal.
Not going to break the bank on it.
Yep.
I do have a bone to pick with Lego, though, because they're costing me money.
Well, it's because they feel threatened.
They should. Because it's directly their fault. Because
it's directly their fault because they came out with a crappy taxi.
They came out with a crappy one last year, and that directly motivated me to design it.
Forced you to fix it.
Exactly.
He's done less.
What else could I get them to mess up for you to then design for me?
Joker Manor.
Yes, they screwed the pooch on that one.
No, they didn't. You know that they did.
There, Maura put it in the chat there. Check that out.
Oh, well,
that's the one. That's the one you're going to fall in love with.
Seth Fields is a Canucks fan for his whole life. Nothing but heartbreak. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right. You're going to get some heartbreak tomorrow, Seth. Just saying.
Yeah, Professor. That's Professor Brickman. That's Tanner's design there. That
it is
that Rebecca-able one, and it is one of the nicest ones out there by far.
And what goes well with that is a police car.
Oh, there is a police car.
I don't know if Lego's gift purchase is going to have an opening trunk, but this one certainly does. And it can fit 3 passengers. Just saying. Well, 2 passengers and a driver. So, yeah. And it's got the New York style checkers on it as well. Just saying. Kind of cool.
Come on, guys. Send the guy back to Walt Disney World. Give him to build a saber. Start selling some taxis.
Yeah.
Tanjan the Taxi Man.
Yeah. That's a really good one here. We've got that going in here. Bang. There we go.
Go sports team. Yes.
Sports team.
Yay, sports.
Sports and stuff. So Ozark season 4.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You guys watch Ozark? I know Kevin does.
Yeah.
I know a lot about it, but there's probably people here that aren't familiar with it. So if you guys could, like, I know what you're talking about, but if you guys could explain it to the rest.
Eric, the guy that's in it, Eric, the lead actor, his name is
oh gosh, I am terrible with names.
Terrible with names, hey? Not Jason Bateman.
Terrible.
And he's amazing in it, by the way.
He's absolutely amazing in it.
He is.
Jason Bateman's plain face, like when shit goes sideways in this thing, his face is the best. He's just like, he just kind of
just
so
total
chill.
deadpan.
That scene, it's fantastic.
So, season 4, part 1 of season 4 dropped yesterday. It's supposed to be the final season, and it's 7 episodes is in part 1. I'm hoping part 2 will be 7 episodes as well, but I started last night. Kevin and I both started last night.
Tanner, please tell me, Tanner, where you were allowed to watch too, because it just
well, it's just me. That's the thing. My wife tapped out. Angie tapped out after season 2. I think she just wasn't into it anymore. But I don't know. She doesn't have very good taste, obviously. But but I got through 2 episodes last night after the Blues game, late Blues game, because they're obviously on the West Coast. But got through 2 episodes, and then I tapped in, but I watched the other 5 today.
Yeah.
So I'm all caught up.
Just saying, She Trooper. Hey, Mac, how you doing?
Mac, long time no see, buddy.
Huh. She Trooper allowed.
But yes, it was very good. It left me wanting more, so I'm definitely ready for part 2 whenever that's going to come out.
They must be splitting the season up like we were talking about earlier, so they must be doing like first half, second half of the season or whatever. Because I'm sure if they were filming, I'm sure they pounded through it like.
Right.
So it's kind of funny. Like, so we were talking about The Witcher, and so we got to. So Sarah rewatched it with me because I'd never watched it.
Sure.
So she rewatched season 1. We got into season 2, and she's like, "They changed the girl." I'm like, "I don't know. She kind of looks the same way, but so much time had gone in between them filming the first section to the second section that she totally looked."
Completely different, eh?
Completely different, yeah. So, Brendan says, Jam, we got any McLarens ready?
I don't. I'm hoping that I don't have to needlessly destruct a McLaren tonight.
Yes.
But no, I need to rebuild one. Though I still haven't picked up all the pieces for that one that I chucked last week.
For those of you who don't know or didn't follow it, every McLaren that I owned and then some made it to St. Louis.
So thankful for that.
Yeah, so thankful.
Completely.
There's quite a few. Because they are Tanner's favorite model, I wanted to make sure that he had an abundance of them. So at any time, if he wanted to build or rebuild or throw or have a hissy fit, he had the ability to do so.
As I'm known to do.
This is known to do from time to time. But
I don't think I'll be having one of those tonight because I'm building a set with no stickers, which is amazing.
True. So but there's two things. The first one is, I don't know what I did with it. I can't remember, but I did manage to secure just one more. So
You can hang on to it.
he's laughing because he knows where I got it from. So,
Care of Grandpa T.
Yeah. So
you can hang on to that one.
Oh, I don't know. I might mail it out.
I was going to sign it.
You should have. Sign it and send.
Love Grandpa T.
Love Grandpa T.
Sting asks, have you watched Lock and Key on Netflix? I haven't. I've heard about it. It's on my list.
I have not either. Haven't even heard about it.
Never heard of it.
She Trooper, cut me deep. There are no strings to tie in this set either.
No.
No, there will not be any unneeded hostility. So, Eric, that's all one bag set?
What's that?
That's all one bag there you got?
Of these?
Like, no, I'm saying what you're working on right now. Is that all?
Yes.
Like what you dumped out? That's all. Holy moly.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I forgot to get prepared for mills. So I'll do what I've done before. I'm probably going to, I can't find all my dark bluish gray in the move of stuff. So I'll probably just tile the rest of the inside here to kind of hide the green. But so, amateur move.
No, I did the same thing actually. So I'm going to retile the inside of mine as well. I think it'll look better with a tiled floor in there anyway. Seth said, walked into the Lego store today. I was there as well, Seth. It's been a very long time. Picked up the new ATST using points. Very nice. That is actually a very nice build. Probably one of my favorite ones.
I'm contemplating that one. I might get that one yet.
Yeah, it's good.
Which one is it?
The Hoth ATST.
Oh, yeah. I haven't built mine yet.
I really enjoyed that build. I very much thought going into that it was just going to be another walker. But no, it was I like the way they did the feed. I like it. It's probably one of my favorite ones. I want to get another one. I grabbed mine on points as well.
Let's see. Jane Doe said Lock and Key is good. Rebecca said, it's going to be an entertaining stream when I have stickers. The more the better. Thanks. I'm glad you guys all take so much joy in my misery.
I think I'm going to send you a Ferrari to do
Nope. Nope. Jane Doe said, send all your spare poly bags to 123 Love McLaren Way. Yeah, that's it. Apple Pie 86 is here, said, give True Story a watch on Netflix. True Story.
True Story.
I haven't heard of that one. Brennan O said, I secured a Jeep Wrangler from Kohl's.
Very nice. Very good build.
Good one. Mine's still an A10 Warthog. I didn't ever convert it back, but
no, but you'll like that Warthog more than you like the Jeep. So.
Yeah. Parkdale said Peacemaker is good. That's the John Cena one, right?
So that one I haven't watched yet. I haven't watched it because it was just, I don't know. I'm looking at it going, it's like so stupid, but then everybody's telling me it's really, really good. So I'm gonna have to give it a rip.
I've never watched anything that John Cena is in, so that's interesting.
Blockers was hilarious.
Which one?
Blockers.
Yeah, cock blockers.
Yes.
My God, that butt chug scene.
Yes.
You will die, Eric. You will absolutely die. It is.
He's a pretty good actor. Like he's no Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but he's still pretty good.
I think he's better at his craft because he's more of a comedy guy. Like there's more like when he does the comedy thing, it's genuine. The Rock is the action guy. His comedy stuff is good, but I think they're almost totally different styles. But
that's fair.
That cock blockers, man, it is it's good. You'll have to watch it. You're gonna love it.
This set is a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be.
What does it? Is it a 32 by 32?
Oh, looks like I think it is. I think it's 32 by 32. Like Even it's bigger than
Wow.
that. 16, 10. Yeah, 32 by 32, I think is about. It's big. It's large. Cam Guy's here. What's up, Cam Guy?
Hey, Cam Guy, how you doing?
Howdy, howdy.
What was somebody saying? Oh, Seth asked, Eric, did you have to break the bank to get the HQ, or do you get it at a decent price?
And this is where I feel bad now for what Tanner's gone through. I struck an amazing deal.
No, you did good. You did very well.
Don't feel bad at all.
It was very, very lucky. I was actually the only reason why I saw it is I was home because it was Tuesday or Wednesday before we left for Florida. Another person in my office was home due to COVID. And we were like, that's it. I'm working from home the rest of the week. I'm not coming in. And we left Friday. So I end up going home, have lunch, looking around, and I find this auction on here. And so they were listing brand new sealed HQ and open bag sealed Ecto 1. They said that the box for the Ecto 1 was only open because of shipping, because both boxes are pretty rough. Like they're not, you're not displaying. He had them listed for $700, which is still a couple $100 less than what the HQ is going for on its own.
I was gonna say that was still would have been a great deal.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw it an offer, see what happens. And I thought I was lowballing them, and I sent an offer of $550.
You were lowballing them.
It was lowballing. Yeah.
Don't feel bad about it, but you were.
And so not only did I lowball them, but they accepted it. They didn't counter, and it was free shipping, and it was next day air. So and it came from North Carolina. So that had to be $80 to $100, right? For to ship that. So plus eBay fees, I don't know if the person just didn't know what they had or just needed the money, or whatever the reason is.
Yeah.
Right. But I lucked into it a great deal. So.
Yeah, you did good. And sometimes, it's nice to get deals like that, especially, with the amount of money that we do put out there for all this stuff. It's nice to finally win one.
Yeah.
Well, and we've been giving you crap about it real quick. Wendy says, Grandpa T, the only good thing about your red and white jersey is the retired number 12 is from Edmonton.
It's not 12, it's 13.
It's bad, Wendy. He's got the micro midget on there. He's got the you have to shrink that thing down by about 7 sizes for it to be his actual jersey, but
I've got a game worn jersey. It's with my daughter's Barbies.
Yeah, the game worn jersey would fit on a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Just about.
Yeah, Eric, we gave you crap about that set, but nobody wanted you to get it for something that you weren't comfortable with. So it's good that you found a deal that you were comfortable with. That makes you feel all that better about getting it. And, you got a great set. You got it for a price that you were comfortable with and could afford and didn't feel like you overspent on. And now you've got something great in your collection forever, right?
Well, because like we talked about before, the HQ last year around this time was probably going for around $500-600, and since the movie, it's shot up. It's you're seeing it sealed new $800 to $900. So
Absolutely.
I knew $700 was a great deal, and I figured, well, the worst they'll do is they'll say no, and I'll come back with something way closer to what they're looking for,
Right.
And see what happens. And I was, $700 I was willing to do. Like it wasn't, because it was kind of like, you're not going to get something better than this. But I was on pins and needles that whole day and the next day, is this really happening? Is somebody really next day airing this? Like it just seemed way, way too good to be true.
You were expecting to have the Tanner experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it worked out. Jane Doe, you're not fooling anyone. She says, speak for yourselves. I never mentioned the HQ. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Not once.
I believe the last time I saw her mention it, she did. It was like during we were all kind of just together one night, and she went Eric HQ or like that. I'm pretty sure.
So did you guys? They opened up pre-orders for finally for Skywalker Saga, the new Lego game.
About darn time too.
Yeah, so April release, I think, and I pre-ordered from Best Buy because they were doing a free steelbook case with it.
Oh, cool!
And if you look at the steelbook, it looks like the Lego Han and Carbonite. Like that's what it looks like. So I ordered that one, and you get like a bunch of DLC characters too. And then it said that you still get the exclusive Farm Boy Luke with the blue milk mustache. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
No,
that's awesome.
Good to know because I didn't know pre-orders. I wasn't paying attention that closely, so I didn't know pre-orders.
I didn't see that. That didn't come across my notifications. That's
yeah, so you can. So Best Buy had that deal, and then GameStop has you get the little Poe Dameron polybag. You could get that free with it. Your pre-order.
Oh, really?
But I don't care about that polybag. I'd rather have the steelbook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to look into it.
If you've never played those Lego games, those they're awesome. The Marvel superheroes ones were amazing.
I like the Indiana Jones ones from way back.
I haven't played those.
Oh, they were so fun.
Yeah,
they were so fun.
What would be your favorite one? Everyone that's played them, what would be your favorite Lego video game?
Well, I've done the Marvel superheroes 1 and 2. I've done the Avengers one. I did the old Star Wars ones, and then I did one of the Batman ones, and definitely the first Marvel superheroes. The open world on it was amazing, just amazing. Like you can fly all around. You can go all around New York City. You can fly up onto a helicarrier that's up in the stars. There's like 150 characters that you can unlock. It's really cool.
It was a huge game for a Lego game.
Absolutely. Max says Star Wars, then Indiana Jones. Seth said his biggest regret was selling his HQ. I could see that.
Yeah, that's going to turn in. That HQ is going to turn into Eric for like one of your favorite sets you have. You know, and then you don't like at the end of the day. I know it stings to spend that kind of money on a set, but at the end of the day, like that one set on my layout. When I look at that thing, I love that set.
Yeah,
I said like
I know it's. I said I know that sometimes it's a little bit of a hassle to place in a city, but I'm willing to accept that problem.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good problem to have.
Jane Doe just lit hers up. She's obviously pretty giddy about that.
Yeah, she's got the light bug, which is awesome. Don't know where she got that from.
Right.
All by herself.
Let's see. Seth said, opinions needed. I stared at Vader's meditation for a long time today. I don't think it looked like a great display piece. Is it? I like it okay. I mean, I don't think it's amazing, but I like it.
Yeah.
Do you think it warrants the price tag? Do you think it's a little steep?
Yeah, if you can wait for it to go on sale, if it ever would, then I would get it on sale. But yeah, it's a little steep.
Someone posted today, I saw it somewhere, that they put Vader's Castle on Legos, and it was on sale.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. That one's definitely better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendy. Yeah, 9 o'clock puck drop here tomorrow night when they're playing Vancouver. I'm not going to make it all night for that one with it being a work night, but hopefully it's the same result as last night's game. Should be, because Vancouver sucks. Although they're kind of on a streak right now. I mean, they've won a couple games.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's very true, and they haven't really played fierce competition lately.
Who, Vancouver?
Yeah.
No, they do suck. That's coming from an Oilers fan, so
that's saying a lot.
yeah.
Jane Doe said her Ninjago light kits are coming today too. Ordered one for Spring Lantern Festival. Yeah, you definitely have the bug there, and you're getting all the Light My Bricks kits, right, Jane Doe? Those are local in Australia, I think. So probably
Which is fantastic. I mean, I wish I had that accessibility to them. They just take forever for me to get.
Yeah.
And they do have some like very amazing kits. They do some pretty cool things. But
speaking taking forever to get, I got an email last week from Wicked Bricks to everyone that has an order and apologizing for how long it's taking their lead times to
I forgot. That's
their stands and cases and ship them out.
I was gonna say that's funny. I forgot you ordered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know when I'll get the stands. They're apologizing. They are buying a couple more laser cutters and hiring more staff. They're looking at ways to streamline it a little bit better, but they make everything custom order. You know. So we'll see. But as you can tell, I am in no hurry to get the stands.
Todd says he's having the same problem. 3 stands ordered on December 11th. Still haven't shipped yet.
Yeah.
I think that's around
Eric,
the same time.
You got the Falcon and the Star Destroyer, right? Those are the 2 you got?
Yep, just the stands.
Those are definitely good ones to get for sure.
And the Falcon is still on sale. I mean, you'll never get it, but it's on sale.
With those light kits, would you say it's easier to put them in after you've built the whole set or as you're building the set?
You do it generally after you build the set because it has you go back and relook at things and revisit things. But it'd be if you could pick up they show you how to do it from the built stage, not like they don't say at stage 22 or step 22
switch this brick with this light.
Yeah.
So opinions from everyone. So this comes with these new Opalescence panels,
like the ice.
What they're using as the ice. I think I almost would have liked it better if they just would have done all these trans light blue ones.
I kind of like I looked at Jane Doe's after she had hers built. I like it with that opalescence.
You do?
It looks like a used ice surface.
Yeah, I suppose. Like
outdoor used ice.
Well, and I know they're trying to contrast. Like this one's for where the guy's ice fishing. So
yeah.
Todd said he got the Batwing, the Disney Castle stand, and the mini castle case. Well, hopefully you get them soon, Todd.
Yeah, I saw that one. Mini castle display case. It's really nice.
Yeah, it has is that the one that has the fireworks in the background?
Yes.
The little picture. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's cool.
Max said it looks great after it's fully built. Yeah, I've seen some pictures of it. I'll have to see when it's done on my table here. What's that? Anybody building anything in the chat tonight? I was going to wait for Matthew, but it looks like he's not showing. So
I don't know where he is tonight. What he's up to.
I do like that they put the little fish under the ice in this, and the person's dropped cell phone. That's a nice little touch.
That's cool.
Max said he built Lunar New Year set last weekend. Mac, did you build them both or just this one? He said he's waiting on his clone troopers and Ahsoka to arrive in the mail.
Well, that was good. Got those at the Lego store. We got the clone troopers. We got the what's this? Just so you know, Light My Bricks opened a warehouse somewhere in the United States. Oh, cool. Hopefully we can get it a little bit quicker. Yeah. I ended up getting a couple of the clone troopers and the rebel troopers. Built those sets up the other night. They're actually very good. I really like how they did them. They're $20 here. They're $19. So
you still haven't seen the rebel troopers here yet. They still haven't come.
Really? Did you end up getting your lion dance guy?
Yeah. Got him yesterday. They had gotten him in finally, and then got the French bulldogs for the kids.
Oh yeah.
On that one.
Well, Eric had put up on his TikTok the other day the sale price on the Ninjago 3-pack there.
Yeah.
I forgot I was going to send that to him because I remember when those first came out, he was looking for them, right? I remember you looking for those.
Yep.
They had them, like it must have been a week or past. I don't know if he's still here. A week or two ago, they had those in the store for like $13 or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. Tanner and I both did when they first came out, it was if you spend, was it $85 on Ninjago,
Something
you got
like
it for $10.
Yeah.
Right? And we both did the exact same thing. We bought them and then returned the sets.
Didn't feel bad about it at all.
Not one bit.
They had nothing you really wanted to buy anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
Right.
My Bricks and me's working on the Fire Brigade. She got a brand new unboxed one, and she said first casualty, a 1x1 reddish brown plate cracked straight in half.
Oh,
that's an easy one to replace at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least you picked the smallest one.
Right.
Yeah, be careful when you start placing the tiles on the front. Mine was in a box for years before I opened it up, and I actually had 1x1 tiles and split as I placed them on. So some of them are actually still on the build, and you can see the crack going vertically across it. Yeah. But I ended up having to order more from Lego for it. So it's unfortunately it's the brittle red or the dark red and brittle browns were pretty prevalent on those sets. So good luck.
And Parkdale's building the 75220 sand crawler. Sting Brick's not building. He's adding parts. Had to run the crappy tire today and get more storage.
They had a fairly big storage or bin storage on sale. A bunch of good stuff.
PBJ's working on the Batcave Clayface Invasion.
That's a good set. That looks cool.
So, I think a lot of people had that experience with Fire Brigade. PBJ saying he had some parts crack. I know Copper, if he's still here, he had to replace several of them. Who else was it? Somebody else replaced almost every red tile on it. Jane Doe was lucky. She said that she didn't have any casualties.
So that's one of the sets that I'd sold years ago. And so very sad I did. I really like that set. But that's one of the ones on my replacement list.
So, Book of Boba Fett. Are you gentlemen all caught up?
Not caught up.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, well,
you gotta watch it. After the episode 3 disappointment.
The Costanza episode.
4 was definitely better. Yeah, the Costanza episode.
So what upset everybody about episode 3? Book of Boba Fett?
Lots of stuff.
The pace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just about everything.
I wasn't too annoyed with it, but is that the issue?
So I think my big problem, I felt like the modders, the mod crew was like right out of Kevin and I talked about it, right out of Back to the Future 2. It was Future Biff's gang,
Yeah, like it was terrible.
And it was slow. It's just I'm struggling with Tamura Morrison. I just think he's I don't think he's a very compelling person for Boba Fett. Like, I think he's trying to do what Pedro Pascal did with The Mandalorian, but Pedro Pascal was like, it's a different character. And we grew up with Boba Fett as a total badass, and he feels soft in this series. Like, he feels completely like a punk bitch. Pardon my language.
No, 100%. You're not wrong at all. Like, but it's almost like they're going to bring him into some, like, because he's like, it's just the I don't know, the part that got me the most was the color of their speeder bikes, the Back to the Future bike. How slow that chase was through the city for them to do all that destruction. And then right at the end, Boba Fett just drops in. Hey, dude, why didn't you lead with that?
Right.
You know, instead of having them totally just stupid. And then the part that got me is the Rancor part. So the Rancor gets his impression from the first person he sees, but he turns to watch Boba walk away, and then the handler comes in. He's obviously seen the handler first.
Yeah.
So the part that got me was, "Don't worry, he'll be back." But when he, like Tanner said, he's a punk because he's like, "I'm gonna ride that," and he was just like a kid that was excited to ride a Rancor. And he's like, I'll be back to ride it. And then just the way he walked off, I'm like, this guy, he's not badass. He's not tough. The only thing tough about him is he could take a pounding from a Wookiee.
Well, maybe being in a Sarlacc pit softens a person, right? Maybe he's got a lot of time to think, about anything he did in the past. Maybe it just it creates a soul.
No.
I'm just struggling. Hopefully, we're not spoiling for anyone, but yeah, it's just been a little tough. I'm not liking it as much as Mandalorian, but Tyler said it. Episode 4 was much better. The bar wasn't very high after episode 3. I think anything.
Well, I hope so, because it's like the Mandalorian. When it came out that night, I was on it. There was no waiting. Like, there was no waiting.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like, I haven't watched it yet, and I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I'll see it when I see it.
They are setting up, though. You can tell they're setting up to bring in the Mandalorian, whether it's through a flashback or whether it's in real time. And I'm looking forward to that, obviously.
Yeah, I think they're definitely setting up to bring in that as well.
Let's see. DCL said, I actually think I got my UCS Slave 1 for such a good deal because of the series not being great. That could be.
Ooh, now
it's reminding him of Power Rangers. Disney's killing the best character. Yeah, I agree.
You think maybe they're kind of setting him up to get, I'm trying to be delicate with the words that I'm using, right? So if we're kind of annoyed and we're thinking, he's soft and it's not the Boba Fett that we want to see, you think they're kind of setting us up for that all of a sudden, that big moment where he becomes, almost. He's giving a lot of leeway, right? Like, he's trying to do things better, and then there's just going to be a moment where trying to do it the better way doesn't work anymore.
Well, and he kind of had that, and again, won't spoil anything, but he kind of had that at the end of where he got his revenge at the end of this latest episode, but he still he feels like a big softie. I don't know. Yeah. And there was a pretty embarrassing, like a slapstick. I heard somebody describe it yesterday as Tom and Jerry moment in episode 4, where he's like chasing a droid across the kitchen, and then he catches bad. Just felt really Disney to me, like just kind of.
It was so cute.
Well, and the crazy thing is, like, there was a moment before it that was kind of cheesy, but it was kind of badass. Like this droid in the kitchen who's working up chopping up vegetables and stuff. All of a sudden, sees him. And he starts doing the Grievous.
Yeah, he do the Grievous spin.
Yep. With 4 cleavers, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Clocky by Michael says, woke up at 3:11 in the night, but it's awesome live. Hey, welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for getting up.
Only they had programmed the droid to throw.
But I hope the last 3 episodes will. Is it 3? Is it 3 more? Or is it only 2 more? I can't remember if it's.
I don't know.
6 episodes or 8 episodes, but I hope they're building up to a big strong ending, because it'll
be a big strong cliffhanger.
That's probably what it'll be.
They'll probably be like wound right up to like a really good spot and then just cliffhang it. Just so you have to come back next year. Like they'll probably just start getting everything corrected and good, and then bang. Like
it'll be the scene where he meets Din Djarin.
Yeah. So Todd said, "Did you see that one of the actors on the new Moon Knight series died in a skiing accident?" I didn't, but
did. Yeah, I heard
that preview. Like, I know we got a sneak preview of it on Disney Plus Day, and it was kind of like didn't know what to think of it, but the trailer dropped for that, and I'm excited about it. It looks pretty
neat. Yeah, me too. It looks really good.
And that's saying a lot because what's the guy's name? Oscar Isaac. He's been kind of a disappointment. Obviously, as Poe Dameron, he wasn't that. I didn't feel like he was that strong of a character. And then when he played Apocalypse in that terrible X-Men movie, that was disappointing too. But it looks like it's going to be really good.
Hold up. The same person that played Poe Dameron played Apocalypse?
Yeah. Wait. You didn't realize that?
No.
Yeah. Same guy.
Huh. All right. Doesn't change my opinion on that X-Men movie, by the way.
It was terrible. It was so bad.
Wow.
All right. Asked me in the Knights of Ren trailer. I haven't. I will have to check that out.
Knights of Ren. Well, I've been sorting through a lot of Lego lately.
You have been, or
I've been? Yes, I have been. Well, because we haven't been doing a fantastic job of getting through it all, but it's just starting to kind of get through. I took like it was just something so simple. Like I was like, well, here it is, right here, actually. So here's the first build out of this all Sarah's Lego stuff. So this was the first build that I made, which is a very small build, but this took about 3 or 4 days to get through because I'm going through like Rubbermaid totes. There's like 3 or 4 of them, and everything's mixed up and broken down. And so Sarah's been working on the minifigures and all that sort of stuff. I didn't know that this guy could actually make him a 2-leg walker, hey?
Oh.
So it has like look at this on the front leg. Yeah, this thing folds up, and there's a little. You push it in on the backside here, like that. Now he's a 2-legged walker.
His third leg just kind of goes away.
Third leg just goes away.
He tucks it in.
You're welcome, Declan.
He's like Frank Jr.
Yeah. But it's pretty neat. But you're searching through, like you're looking for one little part in thousands and thousands of parts. So it's been there's a long build, and then like there's stuff. This is how it starts off. So here's another one of the walkers. There's an AT-AT, but that's what I'm starting with. So got a good chassis there, but it's going to take a little bit of work to get through it. So
it must be cold down there.
Where?
Well, he's
down here.
Shriveling up a little bit.
He was in the cold water.
Yeah, a little shrinkage.
A little bit of shrinkage. But yeah, so I've been going through that, and then of course getting this set off Matthew. Matthew has all his stuff in Ziploc bags, so it's a wee bit of work. Even to do this set, I'm looking for one little piece, and it's like digging for way too long. Yeah, there she just put in. It's not amazingly organized. It's all in bins. We'll get there eventually, but lots to do.
It's stuff to do. I know Jane Doe she was going to just try and convert her Ninjago City over to a Mills plate. And then she's like, you know what? I'm just going to take it apart and enjoy the experience of building it again.
Well, and she had said that before too when we were talking, because like she said, some of the sets that she originally started with, some of the bigger sets, she just piled through them really quick and didn't really slow down to smell the roses, so to speak, right? And so she went back and did a couple other sets, and she's like, you know what, I really enjoyed building that the second time because she took the time to, appreciate it. Oops, wrong button.
Seth said Knights of Ren is a fake fan film, not an actual product. Oh, that's kind of disappointing.
I think I might have saw that trailer. It's pretty well done for a fan-made trailer, I will say.
I did not see it.
Yeah, there's some of those ones that they can put together pretty well, actually, and be pretty convincing.
Yeah.
Just need time and money. Time and money.
So I went to the Lego store yesterday and just to pick up that brick head, and the store manager and I got to chatting. It's crazy because usually when I go in there and try and talk to them about new release stuff, stuff that hasn't officially been announced, they're kind of like they either act completely uninformed or they just, you can tell they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, they're really hesitant about it.
But this guy was like, so what do you think that new $500 Star Wars set's going to be? You think it's going to be a Death Star? I mean, he was just like completely, and what about the big superheroes one, the Marvel one? You think that's an Avengers Tower? Like, he was just kind of throwing it out there. Like, a bit surprised by that.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to mention.
Well, his name is Kevin, so.
Yeah. I love that guy.
I mean, he does know who you are. So.
He does. Kind of a big deal. No, not at all. But yeah, I mean, he's kind of thrown out there now. He hinted that we might be seeing a double points at the end of February. So anybody's holding out for a double points buy, then hold out a little longer, and hopefully they'll have some stock then when we're going to build it. They're going to buy it, I should say. Here's one
now,
of those new pieces.
Did you have him put a Titanic in the back for you?
I should have. He said they got 8 of them in on Friday, 8 more in. And
But so they'll be gone by the time that double points comes.
They will be. I said, well, if you got, I said, give me double points today, I'll walk out with one. But
he didn't like you that much.
Yeah, we'll see if they're still there by the time that comes around. If they're not, I'll get it when I get it. It's one of those that I'm not sweating it. I'm actually being a lot better at not having to get everything day one now.
But that's a good one because it's going to be around for a while, right? So
yeah,
you're not
for sure.
Yeah, you're not going to risk not getting it. You got a while.
So speaking of day one stuff, anybody excited about the new globe? I think I am definitely going to get that one the first day.
I heard the building experience on it is extremely repetitive.
That's what Tiago was saying in his review, but I kind of like those. Like the typewriter was very similar to that, I think. But yeah, I mean, all the panels look like we're doing it.
Yeah, like Coliseum repetitive.
Yeah, not quite as big though. I don't know. It's one that I think the finished product looks.
Yeah, I agree.
But the typewriter didn't bother him as much, right?
No, he loved the typewriter. He raved about it.
So I'm excited about it. It's not going to be a day one for me, but it does look really nice.
I'll tell you, and again, yeah, Tiago said it was a bit repetitive, but there's another guy I watch on Instagram, and his name is Brick Snaps is his handle. He's a British guy in Alabama, and he does mainly mock building. And he's known for not building sets, but I guess Beyond the Brick hooked him up with the globe. And he came out and said, hey, I don't usually build sets, but if they're all like this one, I would love to get into more sets because he really liked it. And he's the guy who, I don't know if you've seen it, but he did like a 6-foot-long Death Star trench run. Like
I think I did see that.
He's got some amazing mocks that this guy does.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it.
You don't think you're going to get the globe?
No.
Okay, we got a couple more that said it's not for them. Mac's going to pass. Brick Girl's going to get it, but she's going to wait. PBJ's not feeling it. Todd, I'm with you, buddy. I would still love a huge X mansion as well. I think it's going to be an Avengers Tower, though. I think that's what we're going to get.
I hope it is. I think
I
it's
do too.
smash mine. Not happening.
I really hope it's not. I think we've come up with some pretty good ideas of what would be kind of nicer to get. I really hope it's not an Avengers Tower.
Well, as someone who doesn't have one yet, I hope it is. But I think either way, it's probably going to be awesome, whatever it is.
Well, that's
a Stark Tower.
That's right. That's how they'll get us.
They don't. They'll change it up. They'll just put it as a Stark Tower.
Yeah, or a Baxter building, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic Four Baxter building. Seth said he heard a rumor that a Boba Palace is coming. I heard that rumor as well.
That would make a lot of sense to me, just because of Boba Fett and the book of Boba Fett and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah, I think they've already talked about some minifigures in it as well.
Yeah,
I hope it comes with speeder bikes.
You just buy the scooters and take the wheels off.
How do I mute that guy?
Where's the kick button?
Yeah. It comes with speeder bikes right from Back to the Future. And a hoverboard, maybe, if we're really lucky.
Oh, wow. Epic.
And Jane Doe Aspen's not wrong. She said it's Marvel. It's going to be good no matter what it is.
Yeah. Marvel is killing it.
Yeah, they really are. In general, I mean, we've got what they released, the new list of Lego ideas that are up for review.
Yeah.
There was that bookstore, right? Did you see that bookstore?
Did I see a bookstore? There's Bookends. I know I saw that in there, and those looked really good.
Someone, I think it was on our Lego group, posted.
I think I did. It was like brown colored building.
Yeah, and it had. They did
library.
A book, the library. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
And it has a library book, like a brown bound book, to the back side of it. That's like it stands taller than the modular. But yeah, it looked unreal. I
did see that one. Yeah, I did see that one.
It looks pretty rad.
Did they show that before Spider-Man No Way Home? Did they show? Because that's why I might have missed it. No.
The what?
Did they show that before the start of Spider-Man No Way Home? Whatever it's called.
No.
Is that like a trailer before the movie? Might have been why I missed it.
Oh man.
This guy. Got this fella.
Seth said he was quite disappointed in the last two movies Marvel put out. Really, Seth? Have you seen Spider? You were disappointed in No Way Home, or you were disappointed in Eternals and Shang-Chi?
I understand the Eternals one, but Shang-Chi I loved.
I can't say I was disappointed with any of them. Eternals was a little slower, but I still liked it.
I haven't seen it.
It's on Disney Plus now.
I have it. Yeah, I have it on the old Plexi there, but just haven't watched it.
I liked it.
I'll watch it.
It still is. It's harder for me as these films gain more popularity and we get more mainstream big actors and actresses in them. So it's hard for me to look past like Angelina Jolie and stuff like that. I enjoyed the movies. Ethan and I went together to watch them. But yeah, I wasn't very thrilled with that.
And No Way Home it was brilliant. It's one of the best ones they've done in a long time.
Yeah, I really enjoyed No Way Home, that's for sure.
Yeah, same here. Really good. And then what's the next one to come out? Is the next one Doctor Strange?
Morbius?
Yeah, Morbius will be out before that, but that's Sony. It's not really a MCU one. But yeah, it'll be out sooner. But yeah, Multiverse of Madness is the next MCU one.
It's going to have a crazy amount of characters.
Yeah, it is. I think we get another show before then, right? Or am I thinking wrong?
I'm not sure.
Don't we get She-Hulk before then? I think we get
She-Hulk, I thought, yeah.
What other Disney Plus shows are they coming out with? There's the She-Hulk. What else?
So let's see. From MCU, She-Hulk. It's Ms. Marvel, which is the 11 or 12-year-old Pakistani girl that's all stretchy. It's what's the other one? Moon Knight.
Moon Knight will be good.
And
What is Moon
then
Knight?
Moon Knight is it's Oscar Isaac. It's Poe Dameron, and he's got multiple personalities. Like watch the trailer later, but he's got multiple personalities, and he one of them is this dude who encountered this person or something from an Egyptian museum, and he becomes this like Egyptian. He becomes the Moon Knight and like fights crime and whatnot. But it's pretty fantastical, but it looks really good.
As good as like Apocalypse good? Like how
get
good
out
are we
of here.
talking?
I'm intrigued. I think it looks pretty banger. I think it's going to be like as good as Loki. I like Loki a lot. I think it's going to be as good as that. Let's see. Obi-Wan will be coming out this year. Ahsoka will be coming out this year.
That's right. I forgot about Obi-Wan. I am looking really forward to that.
Me too. The Cassian Andor show will come out later this year. Jane Doe said, unpopular opinion, but I hate the female-led movies. She-Hulk and Ms. Marvel sound vomitous. Yeah, they haven't really been all that strong. WandaVision was probably the strongest female lead show or movie.
What do you think of Hawkeye?
Hawkeye was good, but it wasn't a female lead. I mean,
Yeah,
I think Ryan was still the lead.
I thought there was too much Hawkeye in it. But...
Well, I think that's just setting up to put her in that lead, yeah.
It is, and I wasn't overly fond of her as a character.
No?
I thought the Captain Marvel was bad. I thought
thought
Black Widow was good. Either. I like Black Widow.
Well, who doesn't?
That is.
You can't call yourself a Marvel fan if you don't like Black Widow.
Let's put this other fish under the ice.
It's a prerequisite.
Mm-hmm. She's my girlfriend. I have to like her.
Right.
Hey, Toadborg. Welcome, buddy.
Hey, Toadborg.
But yeah, there's a couple other Marvel shows that I know I'm forgetting about that are coming out this year.
Yeah, I'm also bad at realizing like who's like coming out with the movie. I didn't realize Morbius was Sony, so it wasn't going to be entering the MCU. It almost seems like they're doing that to kind of grab onto the MCU, right? So like somebody like myself who doesn't realize that it's not part of it is like, oh, well, I've got to watch that then because, you know. So I'd get disappointed watching it, probably realizing that there really is no connection.
Well, and I mean, I guess anything's possible now that they've done the whole multiverse and.
Oh, they've opened it up for sure, yeah.
So there's always going to be there always could be some carryover, and the Sony ones haven't been bad. Venom has been okay. Morbius, I think, looks better than Venom for me. I do personally. I'm not a big fan of Jared Leto. I like Tom Hardy better, but I like the vibe that I'm getting from Morbius. And we talked about this last week. It's the whole. I'm getting a lot of. I loved Lost Boys. Loved that movie when it came out, and I'm getting that vibe from Morbius, right?
Yeah, it's very dark. Very dark.
Yeah, Jane Doe's listing off the movies or Thor, the newest Thor is obviously coming out, the second Black Panther, the Marvels, those are all movies that are coming out later this year too.
Right.
And what's in the works now with with what's his name? Black Panther.
What do you mean?
How is that gonna? What are their plans there with the passing?
So, I don't think anybody knows. I think they'll obviously pass on the mantle to somebody else. I think the theory is that it's going to be Shuri now. The thing is, they had to stop filming that second one because she got injured. Like, she got very seriously injured on the set of the movie.
Wow.
And they had to shut down production. They shut down at the end of last year. I think I heard they just started filming again. Oh, Brick Girl said it's on pause again due to COVID. Yeah. Rebecca said she's only interested in Thor. See that?
Yes.
Another one, obviously not Marvel related, but Fantastic Beasts 3 will come out later this year. That one looks like it's going to be good.
I absolutely love that series. Like, I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do.
Yeah, I was terrible at Altered Beast. I was terrible at that game.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we were bringing it back to the video game conversation we had a while back.
Yeah, we are. You're good.
That's what I thought.
Nailed it.
No.
And then is Secret Invasion's not coming out yet this year. I think that's a 2023 one. That's another Marvel. It was like a big character arc thing in the comic books, so they're doing a show of that. It's like Skrulls based, which in the comics it was the Skrulls. Several of the superheroes you know and love were actually Skrulls.
Wow.
Throughout the comics, yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
T-Trooper says, Thor.
Yep. My wife says the same thing.
Fat Thor is hot.
Fat Thor was hot.
I could so relate to him.
Well, Brendan O said step 110 is confusing on the D11.
Uh-oh.
Take your time, buddy. You'll get through it.
Let's go slow. Oh, so back to Lego. There's a rumor that there's a big Technic set coming out that's going to be the next supercar, but then that rumor was, and that it's a Ferrari, but that it's now delayed to next year because the model of the Ferrari is delayed to next year, whatever model that it is.
And that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Well, I plan to get mine delivered together at the same time, so
That's good. Yeah.
That a guy.
Yeah, not asking for much.
No.
I wanted some changes on the new Ferrari, so that's why it's being held back.
The worst part is his Lego Ferrari is more expensive than the real deal.
Yes. Oh.
You thought putting the stickers on the model was hard.
Oh.
I know a guy that can help you out.
Yeah.
No, you
might
don't.
know a guy with stickers.
No, you don't.
I might know a guy.
There you go.
You might have to drive to New York. If you're going to do that, Tanner will probably want you to swing by some guy's house and just possibly Nancy Kerrigan him.
Oh, don't worry.
He's got it coming.
Nobody's going to be going in or out of that house in quite a while, so don't worry.
Just give me some deniability. That's all I ask.
I just want Eric to stand on the guy's front porch with his son's lightsaber and just turn it on.
It's like the Big Bang Theory episode when Sheldon shows up with the what's the thing from Star Trek? The big sword, the big Klingon sword.
It wasn't Star Trek, was it? Wasn't that it wasn't Star Trek, was it?
Star Trek, yeah, because it was Worf's big Klingon sword, whatever that's called.
They had it. Him and Leonard shared it. I thought they bought it together.
Oh well, they shared a Game of Thrones sword, but
got that one. Yeah.
But they showed up at some dude that stole Sheldon's World of Warcraft account They still showed
right.
up on his front
right.
porch with the somebody that knows Star Trek helped me out.
Yeah, it's that two-handed.
The two-handed
thing.
blade, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it starts with a B. Batleth. Thank you, Jane Doe. I knew she'd know it. Batleth.
Yes, that was funny.
And then the bully steals the Batleth from him, too. And then Penny shows up.
There you go.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
We lost the host.
Oh, is this the part where oh crap. How do I start the song again? I think he was doing your impression right there. Which, by the way, the kids loved Muppet 3D while we were in Hollywood Studios.
I loved it too. I really did. I liked that one a lot.
Very different than what I remember it.
Yeah.
How they had it.
Same, because the last time I was there, I was a teenager, and it was different too.
Yeah,
it was funny,
which was nice. It was a nice change.
Did you guys? Did you go to Epcot?
Yeah.
Did you do the Turtle Talk with Crush?
We did not do that this time.
Oh man!
I don't know why.
When you go back in February, if you go do that one, it was awesome. So it's the character from Finding Nemo.
He does
Righteous.
Exactly. And it's cool because I don't know how they do it. They've obviously got somebody with a microphone, and the technology is somebody's there talking in his voice, and then the animation on the screen looks like he's talking to you. So he's like interacting with the crowd, and he's swimming around, and he's like, say right on, gnarly up, dude. It was
right.
awesome.
He'll ask you your name, and like he'll repeat it. Like it's pretty cool. I don't know why we didn't do it. We went to Epcot a bunch of times, mostly at night. We found our
new lot there. That's a tougher one for kids, right?
Well, we stayed at the Caribbean Beach Resort, so the new Skyliner was right there
too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect. I think when we go back, that's where we'll stay again.
That is exactly where we stayed too.
Because again, we only have so many resorts we can stay at.
Right. Well, and truth be told, you're not doing much at the resort. At least we didn't. Like we slept, and that was it. And then you're getting up and going to the park super early and staying all day.
We only went. Well, the kids. They only went swimming once while we were there, and it might have been one of the first nights.
Yeah.
But after that, just like you said, we were out for most of the rope drops. We were out, and we would stay till park closed.
Yeah, got to get your money's worth, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We would go back. We did it a couple times to Epcot for dessert. And Jen and the girls like the funnel cake in the U.S. section of World Showcase.
Yep.
Or is it funnel cakes or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Ethan and I found this in France, this little ice cream shop in the corner, handmade ice cream. Oh, so good. So good. So
I think
we kind of made our way back there.
Welcome back, buddy. We were beginning to think you didn't like us.
No, I don't know. It's the internet's been super glitchy here for the last little bit. But seems to be back for now. Nice to know that you guys don't shut down when mine does. That's impressive.
Well, that's how we planned it.
I saw She Trooper wanted to talk smack about me, so that's good.
Just a little smack, though. Not a lot.
HQ level smack. I mean, come on.
Like the Packers are up 7-0 at halftime. That's not. I figured that'd be a barn burner. That doesn't sound like a very high score.
They're going against the Niners, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You think they'll get blown out in that game?
I thought they would because the Niners aren't very good, but it's just weird. The NFL is weird this year. Like anybody can win.
Yeah. Well, except the Giants. But yeah, anyone
Except for the Giants.
But I like your sentiment there.
I mean, of the teams in the playoffs, anybody it feels like anybody can win.
Oh, why do they not have you put the stickers on the door when you actually put the door in the frame?
Because Lego.
Oh, yeah, fair point.
Look,
only the best is good enough.
That's right. Hey, look, it might be tough being a Giants fan now, but your claim to fame is you're the only team that's beat Tom Brady in the last 2 decades. Twice.
Yeah.
Twice, but didn't the Eagles too? I think the
Did
Eagles.
they?
So I think
yeah.
he can't beat the NFC East. That's the problem.
We don't need to count the Eagles though.
Well, fair point, but I like to be accurate to history.
Okay. All right.
But yes, and Eli won MVP both those games, I believe. Anybody watch the Monday Night Football, the Peyton's broadcast with Eli?
Negative.
I haven't. I've heard he's pretty good though.
Yeah, I would catch a little highlights here and there. I'm not a very big football fan.
I'm not either.
So, but yeah, I heard it was really good, and it would do some jabs at the Giants, which was pretty good.
Rick Ross said she loves it. Loves the Manning cast.
You know what? I watched it the other day. She was talking about it, and I watched it the other day. I put this on for you, Tanner, because you hate that your douchebag neighbor there. So,
thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Showing the support for you.
Speaking of which, they apparently went to go see Spider-Man, and he hated it. So yeah, my neighbor's an idiot.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you would. Yeah. So hey, James, upright.
Hey, James.
So the Manning casting, Maura was talking about it, and I ended up watching it the other night. And The Rock came on, and they had Russell Wilson on. But it was good. I actually quite enjoyed it because it's just like this. They're just sitting there just talking crap about crap, and then something will happen. They'll be like, "Oh, did you see that?" And then they diagnose it. Like, I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on it, but Tony Romo there as an announcer.
I like Tony Romo.
I absolutely love listening to that guy.
Yeah. He's brilliant. Like
he gets all excited and he gets all wound up, and then he's like, "Did you see that?" And you're like, "No, what the hell did I miss?" And then he goes in and he starts explaining to it, and then before the play even happens, he goes, "This is exactly what they're going." And he's 99.9% of the time right.
Yeah, I like Romo a lot.
Announcer, one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as a Giant fan, I can't really say that, but I heard he's good.
That's fair.
No, I enjoy it too. I think they do a good job at picking a lot of those announcers. Bag one is done. That was a doozy.
What's up?
Bag one is done. That was a lot.
Yeah, but it starts flying together now.
Whew.
I enjoyed because I had just taken mine apart too to do my the Mills plate for it. So I really enjoyed doing that because you're revisiting it like Jane Doe's doing, revisiting the set, right?
Yep.
Well,
That's also I gotta figure out with my mills. So the road that I initially designed, and I'm not gonna use the same style road in the city. Like I want to adjust widths in certain areas and try to make it wider in other ones. It doesn't allow for the Technic pieces on the ends to be in the same location that they normally would be. If that makes any sense when you put those the 1x4s. So
what? Yeah, that I know exactly what you're saying, but I made mine in the exact same positions as would allow for it. I did the same thing, so I put basically extra part or an extra 2-hole. Like Andrew uses a 4 brick on his mills plates. I think Tanner does the same as me. I use a 2.
I do.
So I use a brick in the corner and then a 2. Andrew uses a 4 right out of the corner.
Yeah,
I've done.
I think that's based off like a standard that was set by like the Pennsylvania, like the Penn Lug, like the trains and stuff.
And you can do it whatever way. Like, I mean, as long as your standard is your standard,
right?
It's all matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because on mine, I put the pins in the proper spots to accept the roads in those locations.
Yeah.
So, or the plates to slide in there. So,
which is exactly what I'm going to have to do. So I think as I'm building it, that's when I'll have to figure out where the Technic parts go on the modular mills. That way they line up correctly.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario though, Eric, is you can always go back in there and separate the plates enough just to pull those markers out and put them wherever, right?
And the thing is, you don't even have to pin them together. Like mine, the only place I have pinned together, I have my roads that are on the end caps. That's all. I have those pinned on to the end of modulars so that if I want to move stuff, I can just pull those pins out. But I don't have all the plates pinned together because you don't need to.
Yeah.
They're heavy and they kind of just live in their own little.
It gets tough too if they're all pinned and moving things around. And you're absolutely right.
Plus the central ones, if you really want to, the thing that you can do is you can use the Technic pin with the half pin axle, the blue ones, and so they'll align that way, but then they're not stuck together. And then you just pin in your outside ones to keep the pressure together, right?
Yeah.
But then all my roads, the regular size one, like that,
on the end.
Yeah, except for the blue ones that aren't the double pin. Yep.
Yeah.
So
because you're getting enough friction there to hold it, but it's real easy to pop that off.
Oh no, my Bricks and me said she's being as gentle as she could. She just lost 17 1x1 red plates and 2 1x2 red plates. You should be able to get them. I know Copper got all new ones when he tried to order them, so you should be fine.
Yeah, they gave me no hassle. I think I finally built mine a couple years ago, and they didn't give me any hassle at all when I requested parts. And I probably should have requested more than I did. So I would recommend that.
Yeah.
Throw in a good, healthy percentage on top of what you need. But yeah, it's a problem. Those dark red parts just from 2012 in that era. It's just really bad.
Have they ever addressed why?
It was something in the formula with the brown and the red. Something in the dyes that they were doing was embrittling the bricks. Something in that color dye. Eric, I was going to tell you something, but then I remembered you're doing brick built roads. But so all my roads too, the road plates have the little piece on the end of them where you put a 1x4 tile.
Yep.
But all mine, I just where the seam comes, I put a 2x4 tile because you get a crap ton of 2x4s. You don't get enough of the 1x4s in those kits. So then all my road plates are held together with those tiles as well.
Yeah, and that really.
If you're doing that, then you're laughing because like that's all you need.
Yeah.
And it squares everything up perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
James blue, like the 80s and 90s blue, is also really brittle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And gold, pearl gold, was really brittle. In fact, I had one of our Winter Village sets, the one with the Santa sleigh. It comes with some of those gold lightsaber hilts, and we went to rebuild it, and all of them busted.
Oh no!
The ends of them, yeah.
Wow.
I had a couple extras of those because you always every set you get an extra lightsaber hilt with, right? That's a common extra piece.
That's terrible.
So yeah, that pearl gold from that same time range, that 2010, 2012, those are brittle too.
I didn't realize you get 2 heads here.
Yeah, you have his
Lewis. Yeah.
best head, and you got 4 of them because you got his and hers.
Really?
Right. So, yeah, because you have him as the gatekeeper and the keymaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you have him as normal.
Is there? I mean, this is a tough question, and we probably have to do research, so I don't know if anybody would know. But is this one of the only sets where you would get actual additional minifigure heads? Right? Because now with double printing front and back, they don't really have to do that. But
that's a good question.
I can't think back of a set where. Well, let's see. Well,
Spider-Man.
Where you have it is the CMF, right? Because you can't do that with just one minifigure.
Yep.
So it's probably rare.
She Trooper said her hockey team's ego is brittle also. Yep. Brendan knows calling it a night with bag 2 half complete. It's pissing him off. He's about to send it flying. Just calm down, buddy. Step away from it.
Yeah, Brendan, it'll be good. I mean, bud, once you get that thing together, you're going to love it.
Oh, Jane
Go
Doe's
find
right.
a McLaren to take your frustrations out on.
That's true. Jane Doe's right. A lot of the hidden sides had extra heads because they got the ghost head and the regular head.
All right.
Did you get extra heads in the Marvel CMF stuff?
The Spider-Man, Spider-Man came with a regular Peter Parker head and a Spider-Man head. I think that was the only one that had an extra. Jane Doe wants to know if you're enjoying it so far, Eric. As he walks away.
As he walks away. What a guy.
He's apparently not enjoying it.
The whip across the room.
Yes, I'm enjoying it. No, I really am. I wish I remembered about the interior and found the other of my dark bluish gray plates. But I'll tile the rest in.
Yeah, I was going to say it's really accessible, so you'll be able to do that after the build.
Right. No, it's. I had this same problem with, and I had a lot of the line. What is this? 8x16 in this lime green rather than the dark green. So I have that problem with the Fire Brigade, where you look on the inside and it's this bright green floor. So I just have to tile that too.
You should just put those in your butcher shop. Because isn't that your butcher shop?
I think they're in there too.
Yeah, there you go.
So, it's all good. All good things. What I remember complaining about this with the police station, about how they reduced the amount of parts per bag number, right?
Yeah.
I remember being kind of annoyed, like, oh, I miss the old way. And
you're missing that now, aren't you?
I'm missing the new way. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. This is not as bad as, camper van. That's.
I was just gonna say, I like it when they do, like the camper van, when they don't number the bags at all.
Yeah. James said he wants to get a snow speeder to display with his AT-AT. What set do you recommend? So
that Snow Trooper Build-A-Figure one.
That one is cheapest for sure. I think the scale's a little off for it, right?
Yeah.
The 20th anniversary of the scale. What's that?
It depends what you want to do. If you want it flying around the legs, like that what we call the UCF Haas set is probably an adequate size.
That's the right scale. The 20th anniversary one's the same scale as that as well.
If you want it to be standing on one, it's the 4+ set.
Yeah, that's the one Tyler was talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I have under the foot of mine there.
But yeah, I'll
Actually, more speaking about that AT-AT, with UCS sets normally sticking around for like 5 or 6 years, how long do you think we can expect these Snowtrooper battle packs to hang around? For those people that want to hold out and wait and then won't be able to fill their AT-AT up.
Well, I think the UCS set will stick around for a lot longer than the battle packs will.
Yeah.
The battle packs are usually a year. It's usually 12 months. So here you go, James. This is the 20th anniversary, and then this other one's the one that came just before it. The 20th anniversary is, and they're about the same. There's some subtle differences between the two. 20th anniversary is a little bit more expensive since you get the exclusive figure with it. But this other one I can't remember how much I got it for, but it wasn't that bad. But it's the perfect scale if you're having it flying around.
We'll see you later, Seth. There he says, while I'm out, wife wants me to watch some crime doc so she can find out a new way of getting rid of me. Brutski has entered the hizzy.
Broodman. How's it going?
Brood.
Brood, how are you, buddy?
DCL said you can easily brick link one together as well. Yeah, that's very true. There are not too many unique parts. They got some stickers, but you know how we feel about stickers.
No.
I love stickers.
No, you don't.
Yes,
I do, though.
He really, really does.
I really, really do, though. That's just it.
His wife was telling him that Ferrari set is like, he goes, oh, that's a set just made for you. He's like, no, you don't understand. That's different.
One thing to put decals on a full-size car, but when you got to put that many on one of these little models, geez.
Yep.
Yes.
Then you take it down to polybag size and you just aggravate the hell out of somebody.
Yep.
No, I passed that aggravation on. I'll send it your way.
Yeah.
When you got more stickers than parts, it's pretty frustrating.
That's something else. Bricklinking sets is opening up a new range of possibilities for me lately. I blame the number one Jane Doe enabler at Rebecca.
Absolutely.
So speaking of Bricklink, kind of a little segue, but what do we think about Pick-a-Brick and Bricks and Pieces combined?
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I'm just wondering how they're going to screw it up.
I think as long as you can still search by set, like I'm hoping we don't lose that ability to look for parts by set number.
Oh, you don't worry your pretty face. They'll find a way to screw it up completely. But I hope they don't. I think it's a good thing. Like we talked about this before, and it was more of a they're trying to get their I think they're trying not to make themselves look so stupid by having different prices all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And in the same breath, make it more accessible for parts and pieces.
Yep.
So
if they can compete better, right, with Bricklink sellers who are going to get you your parts a lot quicker than Lego, that's probably the key here, right?
Well, the key is that they can now see what the Bricklink sellers are selling.
Yes.
And they can attack that market to try to annihilate them, right?
And I'm hoping it means pretty good prices too, because they can really control that market.
Well, they definitely have a monopoly on it now. So.
Yep.
I hope for the best, but I kind of expect the worst. That's not
kind of like
it's just kind of it's where it's at with them, right? Like I guess we forgot to. A lot of people, like Eric, had got his coins. He almost didn't get his coins because they were in his neighbor's yard.
That's right.
But
that's right.
But I got mine. Well, here they are, right here. So there's.
I cannot wait till mine come in. Those are so snazzy.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. In the move, I cannot find the Lego coin.
Huh.
So I've got the other 4 right now. I know it's somewhere in that room. I can't find it.
The VIP one.
Yeah.
I said the same thing to Sarah. I was looking. I'm like, she goes, I know I've seen it. I know I saw it. And we were looking everywhere. And then finally we found them. But my stuff said, it was kind of funny because the way that it was shipping, my stuff said it was going to be like coming, what the heck did they say, the 19th or whatever. All of them were going to come on the same day because what I did is I bought the video blind boxes, right, for $3 and then paid $5 for shipping. It cost like $10 for me to get my stuff shipped to the house. So the other thing was there was the blind bag or the blind box and then the case. The case they sent it in a box about, I don't know, this big. So, oh no, the case came with the mobile crane. Because the first thing I did is I put the mobile crane in my cart. There was nothing else I wanted because they had none of the battle packs in stock. And I was trying to get the free shipping, right? So I thought I'll get the free shipping and then put all the coins in the box. Well, they don't allow you to do that. It's one purchase, one coin. So you had to buy 5 separate. So,
yep.
So that was a bit of a pisser. I know Tyler had called Lego and talked to them. Anytime you're on the phone with Lego, they're giving you points. So
yep. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. I ended up getting them for like half the price of half the points, whatever it was.
Yeah. So they just tried to help out with the shipping because when you ask them to just put everything in the box, they won't do it.
No.
So, but they came, and that's one of those things that we talked about it, and it's no different than like Eric and the tumbler. Eric didn't get the tumbler, so as his friend, you're happy that he's able to access it now and get it and whatever. The coins were the same way. Like I had no desire, and I'm a coin collector. I had no desire to get them when they first came out. Was the first one the Octane one?
I think so. It was either the Octane one or the Lego logo one.
I think it was Octane. It was Octane and then Pirate, and then the Pirate ship one.
Pirate. Yeah, so the Octane one was the first one out, and I was just like, blah. I'm like, that's stupid. I don't want it. And then when the second one came out, it was like, well, those are kind of nice. I want it. And it was already too late at that point. So I'm happy to get them now, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't realize I wanted them as bad as I did until I saw the ones when you got them there.
Yeah.
And see, I'm with DCL and James. I didn't get around to wanting them. I first time or second time. I just didn't want them. More power to those that wanted them, and I'm glad you guys got them, but I just didn't want to spend my VIP points on them.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like it was a whole ton of points, but
no, it wasn't.
So what?
I said no, it wasn't. It's like $60 or $70 for the points, something like that.
Yeah. So I thought, whatever, it's worth it. I got them. They're done. I don't have to get them again.
Well, that's the thing, because the very last one was, I believe, just the coin, right? The gold coin.
Yes,
the gold coin.
And that was the one I was like, oh, that's really nice. That really brings me back to my childhood. Okay, I'll get that. And then once I had it, that's when I got the itch of, I wish I got the other ones.
Now you want to Pokemon them, yeah.
Right.
And that's the one I think I like the best too. I ordered that one, but I gave the code to somebody else that missed it or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, definitely the same way for me. When I saw the Lego coin, I'm like, oh, I need to have these now.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, but
especially holding it in your hand, it's pretty substantial.
Yeah. Yeah, they are nice. It's and that's the biggest bummer of it, that you have to buy something else with it, and then 5 separate orders. I got 5 separate shipments, and 2 of them were in the same size box that Kev's talking about. And then the other were in just envelope bags. Just really odd and strange. So I spent $8.14 total because I bought 5 of the Chinese accessory packs to go with like Spring Lantern and the Palace Cinema, because there wasn't anything I really wanted to get and spend the money.
I wish they.
So I'm walking around Disney and I'm putting in the codes as we're like walking around the park. It's like, so I was, and speaking of that too, with not being able to put multiple codes in, when I was at the Lego store this week and talking to one of the employees there, she was saying that they get a code as employees for free shipping, but you cannot put that code in with the code for the coin.
Oh,
so they even have the same problem where they can't get their free shipping if they're putting in any other redemption code.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, only the best will do.
Yep.
It's old.
Well, you know what? Computers are hard. They're tricky. Okay?
We're talking about people that make plastic bricks here.
Yeah, come on.
They can't possibly be smart enough to operate computer systems.
No way. And they couldn't hire someone to do it either. That's
no, they can't afford that.
They can't afford it. It'd be impossible. Good times. But yeah, she said it's terrible when it comes to that kind of stuff because you can't use your free shipping code.
Yeah, that's weird, eh? That is weird.
No, my store still does not have the French Bulldog brickheads.
Really?
They do not. At least as of Friday when I was there. So yes.
Yeah. Huh.
Mine finally got those in the Lion Dance guy on Friday.
Yes, you had Lion Dance guy a little sooner.
Did you? I was going to ask you, Tanner. Did on the Tiger guy, was there a little card or something in there too? Like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They've done those with all of them. It's so if you want to give somebody a gift card, it's a little gift card envelope.
Oh, I see.
So I ordered from an international Bricklink seller for the first time this weekend. Yeah.
Take it again.
From Hong Kong. So I'm a little worried.
Who'd you go with? DD Bricks?
No. It was for some sets. So I think I talked about it. I've been trying to get that Year of the Rooster set, and I just happened to be looking, and there was one on from the US that was like $90. And you can, Jane Doe and I were talking about it, you can part out those sets really cheaply, but that particular one has stickers for the eyeballs, and so they're unique. And Year of the Rooster is my zodiac sign, so I kind of wanted that one.
Yep.
And I found a Hong Kong seller that had it for $30, and so I was looking at his store, and he had that. You remember that promotional Avengers Tower that they came out with a couple of years ago? It's like
the one I missed. That one
comes with a really sick Tony Stark minifigure too. So they had that for $30. So I added that on. And then last year in China only, they were with these Lunar New Year sets. If you bought them both, they gave away a little figure with a rickshaw and a gate.
Yep.
And so they had that promo as well for like $40. So I did them all. It was $100 for all three of those, but shipping was like $60 or $65. It was pretty steep, but we'll see. Hopefully it's all legitimate stuff and not Leppin. But
and it was Bricklink, right? So
yeah, it was Bricklink.
Hopefully it should be pretty good. I mean, I know there was somebody that was doing that sometime last year and got booted off of Bricklink. But one of my parts orders for the road, for the mills and stuff, was maybe that was Thailand. Was that Thailand?
That's DD Bricks is Thailand. Yeah.
And you know what? They shipped insanely fast. I was shocked. I haven't gone through all the parts yet, but it was incredible how fast. And the shipping wasn't terrible. But I do wonder on some of those, we're saving on price per part by going to some of those stores. but is the cost comparison when you put in shipping, does that
When you
then
put shipping in.
Outweigh it.
Yeah, you have to do that math. Rebecca said, wouldn't it have been cheaper just to part them out, get the instructions? Probably, Rebecca. And in fact, Aspen and I were talking about that. The Year of the Monkey one, which was 2016, that one was both it and Year of the Rooster. The reason they're so hard to find here is because they were Asia Pacific releases only.
Yeah.
But the monkey one's like crazy. If you try and get that new in box, it's like $120 or something for a little 60-piece set, But that one has no unique pieces in it. So Jane Doe and I were just looking. You can part that one out for like $12.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do that with the Year of the Monkey one, but the Rooster one you couldn't because of you could have substituted different eyeballs for it, but
yeah, I can see that you wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that.
Not with being the completionist on it. I don't think you would.
Well, and because it's my Zodiac too. I
Yep.
mean, that's the reason.
Absolutely. Well, you have a lot of them already to begin with too.
I've got them all.
Not completes it, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a Year of the Sheep one, but it is garbage. It looks really bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were going to do that, Tanner.
Just let yourself out, buddy. Just let yourself out.
He's just going to help that one over the fence.
That was awful.
Nope.
Oh, that was awful.
I was going to say nobody likes Boy, but that's a little different.
It's very bad.
And
It's going to start a new trend. And I don't care who knows it. It doesn't really work.
But they're starting to be meaningful to me too, because like it's 12. My kids are starting to turn 12, right? So like my oldest, he was Year of the Ox, so I got him that one. Nick will be 12 next year, so it'll be his with Year of the Rabbit, and then Natalie will be 12 the year after that, so she'll have Year of the Dragon, right? So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's funny how that's working out. Actually, it's pretty cool. So how many of those were just Asia-specific releases?
I feel like it was just the first. So it was sheep, monkey, rooster were. Because I know we got like the dog one's the next one after that, and I know I got that one for Nick because he's got one. But the Lunar New Year sets, all of those were up until I feel like the first ones that were released here were 2 years ago. The Temple Fair and the Lion Dance, those two sets were the first year they weren't Asia Pacific only. Because the ones I got the retired ones, and I got them for cheaper because they came from over there and customs broke the seals on them. And so my shop was giving them for a discount because of that. Yeah. They're fine, but they had broken tape because customs had looked in them.
I guess they need something to do, right?
Right.
Crack open a couple bags.
That's the thing. They didn't open any bags. They just unsealed the tape on the box and just looked at the contents, I guess.
Sets get to you. They're just built.
Right.
This one was completed by such and such customs agent.
Yeah, he just signs it. Signs the box for you.
Think of how exclusive that would be.
Hey, I'm not going to complain when I save 20% on something that they've already got, you're already paying that retired Lego set tax for.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Because those are some more that Jane Doe goaded me into collecting them all. These Chinese New Year sets.
But how
She's right,
crazy
though.
now?
They're beautiful.
How crazy is it now that they were exclusive to Asian countries, right? We're now have 3 years of them, give or take, and now you can get it in Walmart.
I know.
Or no, Target. It's a Target, right? Like, just odd. I don't know how they make those decisions sometimes.
Well, and I even remember the first ones that were here. I remember walking past them many times saying, that's not for me. I don't think they were initially largely popular until that Spring Lantern Festival came out. And then people started realizing what they were, just the amount of minifigures that's in them, just the colors, everything like that. Because they were not immensely popular. I remember always seeing them on the store or on the shelf at my store.
I do like the new set that came out this year. I wish it wasn't snow, themed, but it is what it is.
So that you could put it in your city or what?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, this one will go on the shelf with the others for me, but I still like it. I still think it's beautiful.
Yeah. It really is nice, but it's kind of one of those things where, for me, it would be a purchase for the city, right?
Yeah.
Brian Jorgensen says, looks like Easy's building the white whale. He sure is.
Yes,
right. You catch a white whale tonight, Brian, or another one of those dinky little walleye?
Oh.
Right to the jugular.
That fish was this big.
I kid. I'm sure it'll taste wonderful.
As a chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Can't share it with anybody, but
Jane Doe says she's not a fan of the snow-themed ones. Yeah. It's tough because they don't match the rest of them in the theme.
Yeah. But you're right. They are nice, and the minifig counts that come with them.
It's crazy.
And they get parts too, right? Like they get unique tile or printed parts and.
Yep.
It's definitely a nice little kind of offset theme that they come out with, but. It would be nice. I mean, you could easily change it out.
Yeah, you could make it just a regular lake if you wanted to, and not the snow themed.
Enough fish for breakfast tacos. Yeah.
Did he say tacos or taco?
Well, at first he says just dinks, but I'm pretty sure he means drinks.
Yeah, he has been drinking a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Dinks, like little ones, little guys. Dinky fish.
Work for me, my eyes. This is getting bad.
So, is anybody doing? We've already talked about the Globe. That's the February 1st release, but there's not much else coming. We get the Brickheads, and then what else? I think the Vespa's rumored to be coming February 1st as well, or somewhere around there. But anybody get to pick anything up on February 1st?
Not this cowboy.
Probably not.
I don't think so. Not me.
Eric, are you going to get the Brickheads, or are you going to wait on those?
Oh, actually, no. I will be getting those. That's the Roadrunner and Wily?
Yeah, those two, the 3 Toy Story ones, and then the Stranger Things 2.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably do the Roadrunner and Wily.
Yeah, I forgot about those. I'll probably get those and just limit it to that. The kids and Jen really like building a lot of those Brickheads.
Yeah.
I think I'm coming off the idea of trying to be a completionist when it comes to them.
Yes.
Just because some of them are just so ridiculous now.
Yeah.
You know, like I would never consider, you know, the ones that came out for Comic-Con and stuff. But
No.
Even like some of the other ones that I'm missing are like Groot and Rocket Raccoon. You just look at the price of those, and it's just unbelievable to that. So,
Morris said, with what you said about the rumored DPs, I may just get the brickheads. Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. My fear though is I want that globe. My fear is it's not going to last to double points because ideas they seem to, at least the initial wave of them, they seem to not make very many of those at the start and always sell out of them, especially the bigger sets.
PBG&J is the new Marvel mechs are April 1st in the US.
Yep, and they went back up. They had made some design errors with those, I'd heard. That's why they had to delay them. Brian said, acknowledging the fact the fish were smaller size, it's about the motion and locomotion. Size is for amateurs. There you go, buddy.
Well, it's 1-0 Calgary.
Hey.
yeah, I think you're right with that because I think the fear also is if there is going to be double points end of February, then they'll just limit what they send so they don't have to worry about, you know, giving up double points for a purpose like that.
Or they just won't send it at all for a month.
Of course, remember, in North America, they canceled double points, North America only because of low stock, which I didn't get that at all, back in December.
This is true.
Yep.
It pissed me off, so I'm still salty about that. Because I could have gotten a Titanic.
Yep. You are not wrong, sir.
See, there's some stuff that I want to get. I'll wait. I like to wait till that October double points.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have points in stocks as DCL.
Well, Eric, I figure, I mean, you were so patient last year, you could wait out anything.
I can. It really worked out though. I mean, I was pretty lucky of what sets they had in stock in October. You know, I mean, the bugle, the gunship, that stuff was in stock at the store, which had been out of stock for a very long time on the website prior to that.
All right, these are new. That part.
The little half slopes, yep.
Yep.
They put them in something else I just did.
I've seen the 1x3s, but not the 1x2.
Yeah, there was just in something else I did. What the heck was it? It was it'll come to me.
Anybody else in chat picking anything up on the first? We're gonna wait. Because there's not a lot of rush. I know there's some. I don't even know what's rumored for March. I think. Don't even know really.
Is March when we get the Muppets CMF?
I thought that was May. I thought it was May.
Is that going to be a May 4th promo?
Probably. It'll probably be May 1st. I would think.
There's supposed to be a bunch of CMF series coming out this year.
Yeah. Another Marvel one.
That little Mario one.
I think they're doing a 40th anniversary one or a 90th anniversary one too. So it's going to be another like random like series 23 almost, but it's
right
for the 90th anniversary of Lego.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Are they going to be like the big mini? Well, not mini figures, but the
like the
figures that
Fabuland one.
do, like that's the bat.
I hope not. That would be terrible.
What do you mean that?
PBJ says Harry Potter's in March.
Harry Potter's in March, yeah.
Yeah.
The sets, yeah. So you get the new books, the two new books are they February 1st or are they March? And then
I think they might release early in because Aspen said something about picking up the books. Maybe they release in Australia earlier.
It could be.
That's been known to happen.
Yeah, and speaking of European releases, I've yet to hear anything about Round 1 Bricklink designer program.
So I got an email and it said back ordered on mine, and it said back ordered to February. It would ship February 5th or something like that.
Okay. I'll have to check.
So,
I know it says back ordered on mine, but
the first wave, the Pursuit of Flight for mine.
Oh, okay.
The boat will be in June. Brian, I have not got my money back yet. The guy hasn't got the set back yet. It was supposed to be delivered today, and it looks like it's pushed up. It's in the Garden City, New York distribution center, so it looks like it'll be there on Monday.
Beautiful.
And he's got 3 days to pay me.
Well, first he has to go through and inspect everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have at it, buddy. It is all there and more.
The whole, why would you go back and rebuild this set? Why?
Yeah, I sent you guys that, but it's just insane. He was like, I just don't understand why you had to rebuild it. I sent it to you built. Like,
yeah,
you sure did.
Do you not know who I am?
Seems like maybe it was a good thing I went and rebuilt it, Mr. 12 pieces missing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so March 1st for the Harry Potter books and new hospital wings. Todd said, did anyone notice that the VIP section makes you pick online or at store before you can see how much your points amount to? No, I didn't notice that.
Really?
That's interesting.
Huh.
I'm still having issues with the website.
The check store stock.
One, it still doesn't show store in stock.
Yep.
But the other issue I'm having right now, and I have a VPN, but it's not on, so that's not the issue. Is when I go on, it loads me in my region as Great Britain.
It does that at work for me. Every single time it does that.
Nonstop.
Pisses me off.
Yeah, 100%. And you still can't ship to here through the Great Britain, because I was going to order the blue Fiat. I was like, well, if I can go onto this site, well, then I'm going to take advantage of that. And it's like, we don't see that address.
I thought that was just me because, that does that every time if I look at the website at work, it's the Great Britain region version.
I think I had that issue sometime last year as well for a little while, and then it somehow corrected out. But it just started happening again, around the new year.
Yeah, that's so weird. Not that I'm, shopping for Lego at work, but,
You're just keeping up with things, that's all.
Copper said, what the VIP Cody Center has had that in-store or online differentiation for quite a while. Yeah, I know it's got the different, do you want to reward your points in-store or online? But I thought what Todd was saying is you got to choose which way before you can even see how many points you have available. But
that's brutal.
Yeah, I don't think I have that same problem. I think I can see the points.
I haven't noticed it for certain.
If you click through, because it is the first thing that pops up right at the top of the page.
Yeah.
Of how do you want to spend your points? But then I think you can click through like one of the other tabs for like rewards or something like that at the top, and then go to that different area. They are making changes to the site Not all of them good. I don't know how many of them are actually good. But they did that recently, right, with the wish lists.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of a debacle there.
And it's not like it's a huge thing. It's just like I just don't like change that much. So, like it's still usable and stuff like that. It's just a pain in the ass. And I was getting confused as I couldn't see where my stuff was or stuff that I had on my list, and then all of a sudden I found it. It's just like, why did you need to change that? What was so broken about it?
Well, it was somebody justifying their position.
Yeah, that's probably not wrong.
I got this really good idea that nobody wants.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You get a read.
Green Bay 10, 49ers 3. Wow. It's a real.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out in the garbage if it doesn't work.
Up the FanDuel app and pick the under.
Seriously. Well, hopefully tomorrow's more exciting. I think it should be. That Chiefs-Buffalo game should be a good one.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
So, now, Eric, you're close to Buffalo, right? Are you closer?
No, I'm closer to the city than I am Buffalo. So I'm about 2.5-ish hours from the city and about 4 hours from Buffalo.
Got it. Okay.
But Amtrak used to offer a service from here to go out to a Bills game and then take the train back. And after, I don't think very long, they totally got rid of that service.
I wonder why.
I think a lot of rowdy people.
I was going to say, transporting drunks is not fun.
Kind of eliminated that. I also don't think the Bills were good when they were offering that service. I know a lot of people were like, oh, okay, well then, obviously.
I was going to say they haven't been all that good since the 80s, right?
Right.
Back when they went to 4 Super Bowls in a row and lost 4 in a row.
They did.
Brutal.
Still a good problem to have, but not. You got to win one of them, right?
You got to learn how to finish.
I think the kick, was it Scott Norwell who missed the field goal against the Giants? I think in the Buffalo area, if not in the outskirts, I think had a car dealership. And the big joke is that at the time was, every car you buy pulls to the right.
Oh.
Do you remember that Saturday Night Live skit where they did the talking Thurman Thomas's head? Because there was that famous picture where Thurman Thomas is like just head down and he's bald, right? And they superimposed lips on the top of his head and just had him talking. Oh man, I think I'm the only one that remembers that.
Kevin, have you ever driven anyone here a ride drunk? Yeah, I have actually. Yep. One person. Long ride home.
All the way back to St. Louis. It was a very long ride.
Is someone a ride drunk now? Yeah, this is nice set. Look at this.
That is pretty cool.
Hard to see with the glare.
Yeah, that ice, like I love that ice like that. That looks good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's growing on me. And so this is like the brilliance. Everybody, if you ask about what's good about mill plates, this is the kind of thing you can do by building those plates. Is
Yeah.
texture and
Absolutely. Yeah, the depths you can now achieve are pretty good.
I should show you my skating rink that I did with the 2 gift with purchases.
Did you post that? I feel like I saw that on Instagram. Oh, that's nice, man. You killed it. That's awesome.
Like they're even having a Blades of Glory dance off there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's good.
Turned out all right. Still can't figure out how I'm going to put that Santa's house on the Mills plate, though. The weird angles of it.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's just going to be a bunch of jumpers and then hope.
So, Tanner, do you think with that one, a build like the boutique hotel, where they kind of start using those round plates, might help something like that?
Yeah, it could. Yeah, you could do some tiles and then put a round plate or a round stud on it, and then figure out the geometry to be able to place it.
Yeah.
It'd be so parts intensive though that it almost might just be easier to do jumpers.
Yeah.
Like cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wowed me. I'm still wowed by how they did the geometry in that boutique hotel set.
Yeah.
I'm getting wowed by some of the geometry on this thing.
Yeah, it's great.
This is gorgeous already.
Yeah, just wait till you get those back panel pieces. You'll be back.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I don't wish misery on anyone, and I hope you get it first try. But
good luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
But if you had a problem, you'd be okay.
You'll wonder why we're all doing this. Watching you build.
Everything goes quiet. Shh, guys, he's doing it.
Yeah.
You'll get mad when you do it right on the first try.
First try.
Yeah, that's a painful part of that one to me.
So is it over? Did the Packers end up winning? I guess they must have if they went for it 4th and 1 and didn't get it.
Yeah. Rick Girl says, I hate the Packers.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. It's weird too because there's a lot of Packers fans here ever since the Rams left, and I get that it's close-ish, but you would have figured a lot of people would have jumped on the Chiefs bandwagon with how good they are. But I don't know. People in St. Louis hate the Chiefs for some reason. It's weird.
It's weird because I love Mahomes. He's such a good quarterback.
I do too. I like him a lot. I think there's a lot of people bitter because the Chiefs owner was one that voted for the Rams to leave, but like almost every NFL owner did. So if you're going to hate them, you might as well hate everybody, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Todd, I don't watch a ton of football, but I probably will tune into that Chiefs-Bills game.
I probably will think about it and then forget.
And then go to sleep because it's a 7:15 game.
I go to sleep.
I'm going to watch it, I think.
It kills me, though. I wish they'd do the day games. They got to be doing these night games. And
It's just crazy because, I mean, the NFL will have no problem getting viewership
exactly.
with a day game. They're not going to have that issue.
Exactly, especially on a weekend, right?
Right, yeah. What is there to compete with?
Yeah.
Oh, there's six minutes left, and it's still 10-3. I guess they could still come back.
So you're saying there's a chance?
You're telling me there's a chance.
Yo ho.
The Lego leak news has been kind of quiet. There really hasn't been much on that front lately.
Nope. Got her on lockdown.
Maybe they got their guy that's actually holding them down, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But there's still people doing it that I'm shocked haven't had any issues with it.
I know. Yeah, you mean like having their accounts shut down or something? Yeah. I'm kind of surprised by that too. I guess if they're claiming, if they get it off of a certain site, they're claiming it's fair use, but
right.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, they got on Ryan for it, but that was just because he was a land member. It wasn't because
I think they got on him for it because they were trying to find an excuse to get rid of him.
Well, that too. Because he's hypercritical of him.
Yeah.
Copper says, I still want to know if that $450 HP set is Gringotts Bank. Yeah. I think that's the prevailing rumor, but it would have to be big and it'd have to have a lot of buildings.
Well, you know what though? Think about it. It might not have to be so big. What if they gave it with a dragon?
Yeah. Yeah, like a full brick built dragon. I
Yeah,
still think they'd have to give. I still think they'd have to give us like some more buildings besides just the bank. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be interested in what the scale is on it, for sure.
Get like a giant Drogon. That would be cool.
Wrong one, dude. Wrong movie.
Wait, there's other dragons?
Get out of here.
Hold on. No, I'm pretty spot on with my dragon knowledge.
Yeah, you are. Totally.
I'm like really sure on that one. I think you're the one misinformed. Isn't there a new or spin-off? Well, coming to HBO for Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Wasn't that one that was?
Yes, sir. Yeah. It's a prequel almost. It's several years before the events of Game of Thrones. It's like in between the conquest when the first Targaryen came over, in between that and the events of Game of Thrones.
So if it wasn't hard enough for me to remember who people were back then, I'm going to have an even harder time now.
Yeah.
You got
I'll walk you to episode 7.
That's right.
Oh, I hate
You're
you.
right, Kev. You're 100% right.
Yeah, James says it could be Gringotts plus some Nocturne Alley buildings. Yeah, for sure. Like the last incarnation of Diagon Alley was Gringotts and Worgen and Burks and a couple other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
the scale would have to be big because what Diagon Alley was $300 or was it $350? No, $400.
Yeah.
$400, but if you think about it, they could do Gringotts. You're gonna love this part if I'm right, but it'll be a corner building, right? Because it came on that angle.
Yeah.
But what if they do Gringotts as a full modular, not like they did Diagon Alley?
Yeah,
Diagon
with
Alley,
enclosed. Yeah, they could do that.
If they do it enclosed, $300-$400 isn't a stretch.
That's true.
And if they fill it with minifigures like they did with the Bugle or something?
Wait, what? Brickroll said. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. I was going to say if they fill it with figures like they did with the bugle.
That's true too. Yeah, lots of exclusive figures. We know they don't like to do that, But
No.
They don't. They never do that.
Exclusive figures and
I don't know what set they might put an exclusive figure in. I don't know.
And there was just a yellow guy flying that thing. So
yeah, I think there was a yellow clone maybe somewhere else. I think
same exact one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So San Francisco just blocked the punt and scored a touchdown to tie it up, I guess, right?
yeah, they did because I'm wearing the hat.
That's awesome.
And Calgary scored again too.
Shut up.
Oh.
Lucic power play goal.
Lucic. Oh God! Would someone bank it off his head?
He just punched it in.
Sound like we got Silent Bob and Jane Silent Bob in the house. With the Lucic.
Lucic.
Ooh, I hate that guy.
We made out pretty good on that trade.
No,
How's James Neal doing?
well, he did. I think if you look at the total, a lot better than Lucic ever will. But it took Lucic 3 years to score 4 goals. So
Thankfully, not under any of our teams.
Hey, Kevin.
yeah,
Why are you so pissy?
no, we're all pissed.
We're all pissy.
What an idiot that guy is. Swear to God. I said they should have. We were talking. Tyler and I were talking work. I was going to get a shirt with that interviewer holding a box with all his belongings off his desk and his pink slip, and then just say "Why so pissy" on the bottom of it.
Yeah, a pink slip with Jim Matheson's name on it.
Yep.
On one of the New York shows, they were talking about it, and they're like, this is a Emmy-winning reporter that and they were almost kind of getting on Dreisaitl's case and not seeing the other side of it.
Yeah, the media would because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Like you ask these guys the same 20 questions 17 times a day. You want to know why he's getting pissy? Because you can't come up with anything better. Like they want explosion.
Why else? They're losing. Of course he's pissy. You would be too.
Right. Wouldn't he be more upset if Draisaitl isn't showing emotion, right? Like, oh, you guys are playing terrible. Why does it not bother you?
Well, and he's trying to get him to throw somebody under the bus too, right? He's trying to get him to
say, he's fishing for sure. He's fishing for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to get him to say the goaltending's bad, or trying to get him to say, whatever.
I mean, and why state the obvious? Yeah, we know our goaltending sucks. Like, there's no point on sugarcoating it. They suck.
I think.
But he can't. Draisaitl can't come out and say that. Like, it's not.
Absolutely.
He's not Sean Avery.
He does not have class. That is for sure. 100% there. No fashion sense either.
None. Yeah, I don't know. It's gross, but yeah, I don't know. Most of the people around here, I mean, obviously, they're like, everybody's like, this guy's just a moron, and why he would say that. But good luck getting an interview with Draisaitl ever again in your life, like.
Right. And then someone else that I was either reading or, maybe, it was Marchand, right? Who did he tweet and say, oh, go figure, or no, it was when fans were throwing jerseys on the ice.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, go, don't be surprised when Draisaitl and McDavid don't re-sign.
Yeah. Yep. Sad truth. But you know what? Like I said before, that's more of a message to the ownership group, and that, like, you guys need to seriously do something. Like, wake up.
What's the talk out in Edmonton about goaltending wise? What do
we need one.
Where do they say to go in Edmonton?
there's been rumors about Marc-Andre Fleury for a while.
Mhm.
Vancouver Canucks goalie, he was kind of going to be up for grabs. There's a whole bunch of rumors swirling, but nothing's happening, and that's the worst part. Is nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's like what you can't just keep riding this forever.
No, and Mike Smith is like they put him on injured reserve again, and it's just like
So and now that everybody knows they're looking for a goalie, it's going to cost them.
Oh yeah,
we'll give you Charlie Lindgren. You can have him.
That's better than what we've got.
Hey, he is a hot hand for a while. You can have Charlie Lindgren. We'll take McDavid. No big deal.
I
was gonna suggest Georgiev McDavid straight up.
Yeah,
that was
You know what? I can't. Georgiev. We couldn't trade him because your announcer there loves saying his name. All of it.
Oh, that's right. You got stuck watching the Ranger feed.
You know what? Actually, we'll give you Bennington, Stanley Cup winning goalie. We'll give you Jordan Bennington. You can have him.
We got a bag of pucks.
Get the hell out of here. You can have Bennington for McDavid.
Give me a bag of pucks and a hockey net. Just one.
He brings a Stanley Cup pedigree.
That's right.
That's what they need on that team.
Brings a pedigree. That's for sure. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they'll do. Like goalies are tough, and sorry. Let's back it up. They don't need a goalie. They need to get rid of the constant. No, the constant. And the constant with the whole situation has been the goalie coach.
Yeah.
Forever. Still there. Still sucking.
Well, he obviously cannot be the problem.
Yeah. So obviously not. Just every goalie that's left here has gone on to better things. And here we are, still sucking.
Well, I joke about with the Georgiev thing, but that's kind of what happened with Talbot, right?
Yeah.
You make the trade with New York for Talbot, who was kind of a hot hand. But it's funny you say the coaching because they hold the Rangers goalie coach in really high regard, Benoit Laird.
Yeah.
And that's somebody who now they've changed coaching staffs now, third time in the last 6-7 years, somewhere in that range. And that's the only coach that has stayed on for every new staff coming in.
Yeah. It's weird. Oh, it looks like Sheet Trooper is going to start talking smack here, so that's good.
The others are doing what they always do.
What was the score last night in that game, Tanner? Again?
It was like I don't remember. Let me take my shoes off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to maybe get to 21.
I think it was like 5-0.
Wow.
And there was a penalty shot and pretty nifty score on a penalty shot too. It was kind of BS penalty shot call, like he shouldn't have got it, but I'll take it.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that.
Oh, he comes right back with the Oilers won a game.
Yeah, it was last year sometime, I think.
Yowza. It's tough. It's tough being an Edmonton fan right now.
I can handle it.
Right now.
I'm tough.
No, it is tough because, they've got, if not the best, one of the best 1-2 punches, right? With McDavid and Draisaitl.
But that's all they have.
Right, and to continue having these issues, it's going to wear on them.
How many more draft picks should they get? Like first in the lottery a couple more times. That'll help.
All of them. All of the draft picks.
Yeah, we need them all.
Wait a minute, that bothered you? Oh, no, that was great.
There it is.
So much they had to make a new rule to try to combat it. Or change the draft process.
Sports.
That's right. That's right. Where's Matthew to come out with the Go Regional Sports teams?
My light kits and one of my Bricklink orders was just delivered. Yippee.
Hey, all right.
A nice combo with the postie. Showed her my collection, and she was telling me about another localish AFOL lady. Ooh.
Nice.
There you go. You're gonna have them installed by lunch. Probably. Well, the Oilers still got plenty of time to make it back. They just need to make a change of some kind.
Watch it. Something has to happen.
It helps that they're not having to put somebody on the COVID list every 5 minutes now, because that was stupid.
Well, there still are so they still have Nuge is still out.
But when he comes back, they can't go back on the list for 90 days. So
that's right.
That's at least something. Although, because Buchnevich tested positive lately, he can't travel to Vancouver because of your rules. So, he doesn't get to go to Vancouver tomorrow.
Yeah.
So silly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Buchnevich can't go with the team. Wow.
Why so pissy?
He's one of our. We've got 4 15-goal scorers, and he's one of them. And
wow.
Celebrated about 15 goals, but that's a pretty big deal for the Blues. They got 9 guys with 20 points. 9 guys with 20 points or more.
Joke with that because they spent a lot of time to finally get the player that he is right now.
For sure.
Early on, he spent a lot of time back and forth and just really couldn't get solid footing. And, there was a lot of talk early in his career about trading him. And if he's not going to get the playing time, what's the point?
It's tough with the Russians, man. Those guys will show so much promise. And if you don't invest that time in them or get them the right coaching, then they'll who is the guy that Edmonton took first overall a few years ago?
Yakupov.
Yeah. Just didn't pan out because didn't get the right.
That's because Kate stepped in.
No, it's because he had an attitude. When they went to send him down to the minors, he lost his marbles.
Yep.
He's I'm better than this. I'm better than this. No, you're not better than this. You need to go down there, figure shit out, come back a better person. Instead, he went down there. I'm better than this. Trade me. Okay, trade him. Where is he now? Gone.
Rangers are dealing with that with one of their top draft picks in Vitaly Krasov. He came back from Russia this year, and I thought he played well in preseason. But after that, they were going to send him back down to Hartford, and he had that same hissy fit, and he's back in Russia playing right now.
Well, and that's what the Blues are going through with Tarasenko too, and finally he got his crap together and is having a good season, but he was demanding a trade. Well, dude, you're not playing well right now.
Right.
And that's the thing. They'll get trade. They'll get that trade. They'll go to another team. They'll play well for a little bit, and then fall in the same sinkhole.
Yeah.
And then now that team's the enemy because they're going to send them down and try to get them to figure it out. A lot of times these guys go down to these junior teams. The coaches down there in the junior teams are actually better for them than the coach up in the NHL. He don't give a crap about you. He needs you to perform. That's it. Bottom line, perform. And he's not going to sit there and hold your hand and be your little buddy and figure it out. It's going to be perform or get out. I'm missing a piece here.
It's tough with that because, for the Rangers or a team that kind of struggles sometimes 5-5, you see somebody who has offensive potential. It's tough to then have them decide no, they don't want to play with the organization anymore, and then but
sometimes it's for the great.
Absolutely.
I tell you that the Blues did do something last night, Sheet Trooper, that was, I think it's the only third time in the history of the franchise they've had a shorthanded goal, a power play goal, and a penalty shot goal.
Wow.
Yeah, that does not sound like it would happen often. That's for sure.
Right. So is San Francisco going to win? It sounds like they're driving down and going to kick a last-second field goal. Oh, that's gonna make trivia this week so good.
You should get a shirt that says "I'm with douchebag."
I don't have one already. I probably shouldn't talk that much because this is on YouTube. He could look it up and see it. Whatever. I don't care.
Bushnevich?
Yeah, that guy. He's having a good year for us. Papa was.
No, he's a good player.
You keep it.
First down inside the 30. Oh man, it's crazy because they've been talking about it on the radio all week, and like San Francisco was not the team that Green Bay wanted to play for whatever reason. Because they had trouble with them earlier in the year too, right? I think.
Yeah, I think they handled them, right?
They did.
Because they realized they could beat, and it was in Green Bay. I think that game too. I don't think it was San Francisco either.
So the question is, if Green Bay loses, is Aaron Rodgers gone?
Yeah,
You think he's going to retire? No way.
You think he's going to move on to another team?
I think he'll go to another team. I mean, Brady's still playing at 47 or whatever, so
yeah.
I think Rodgers still hates that he's not being talked about in the same breath as Tom Brady, and he's going to want to play.
Yeah.
And he still has a good arm, right? Like
he does. I mean,
there's not that issue.
He's still a good quarterback. He's just an a-hole.
Yeah, 100% there. Some people were speculating that if Packers win, that maybe this is the push with the Niners at the end of the year. They make a run for Aaron Rodgers. It'd be kind of a homecoming for him.
But see, if Jimmy G wins a Super Bowl, how do they get rid of him? You just won a Super Bowl.
Exactly. I think if they win a Super Bowl with him, I don't think they make that trade. Or not trade. I don't think
Indo, have a wonderful afternoon. Sorry for talking too much Go Sports for you, but enjoy your light kit.
Take care, Jindo.
See you later, Jindo.
How's that gunship coming along?
We're getting there.
Right. It's and it gets much bigger too. That's what she said.
She just keeps growing and growing.
Yeah.
You can't finish that joke yourself.
I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
You're right. That's bad form. Shouldn't set myself up.
That's not cool, man. Bad form.
You're right. I'm wrong. I suck. You're
so
good
glad
looking.
that's on YouTube.
I'm not very attractive.
Love that movie.
I'm so glad that's on YouTube. We'll be watching that tomorrow.
There you go. San Francisco wins.
Wow.
Crazy.
They wore the hat.
Crazy.
Right.
Oh, no. Well, I guess, we talked about it not being a boring game, but it sounds like it was must-see TV there at the end.
Can we get the Oilers beat writer to go talk to Aaron Rodgers?
That would be awesome.
That'd be entertaining.
Yeah.
Why are you pissy, Aaron?
That's gonna be a good interview.
A hoot and a half. Well, yeah, because all the reporters are going to be asking him, so are you done? Are you gone? Is this it for you, Aaron?
Especially if that offense only puts up 10 points, right? Like,
yeah. There you go. Todd says as soon as you put the hat on, the game turned around.
That's what I do. You should go get an Oilers hat, maybe.
You should.
See, you're sitting here blaming a goalie coach, and it's, you hold all the cards here, man.
You don't even have the right headgear.
I'm blaming the goalie coach, and clearly it's an offensive coordinator. Well, this part I'm looking for is in here. Negative review.
Matthew's going to pay for that one.
He's going to pay for that.
Brick Girl said he walked right off the field with his head down. I hope so.
I hope so.
I mentioned how much I like Aaron Rodgers. Like him.
You did.
Love the Packers.
Because I know you hate Mr. Rodgers, but you love Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, now. Fred Rodgers is okay.
Oh, that's not what you said before.
Kev,
please rewind the tape.
Wait, is his neighbor's name Mr. Rodgers?
It's Kevin Rodgers.
Kevin Rodgers, yeah. Damn, Kevins are everywhere. Piece in here. Where are you at in your build, Tanner?
Bag 8 of 13.
13? How long do you guys want to go for?
Doesn't matter to me.
Easy? Take it for 3:30. We'll go to another 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'll be done with this bag by then.
Oh, you might be able to find this part by then.
That's what she said.
Oh. The worst part is before he said it, I looked up at the screen and he was already smiling.
Well, that's acceptable.
Walked right into that one. Yes. Nailed it.
Yahtzee.
Hey-oh.
So after these sets are built, what do you guys got next? What's your plans?
Yeah. I still got the ATST and 3 Hoth battle packs. But that's it. I don't have a ton. And then I gotta do my boardwalk, my pier, and then I got Red Grocer parts coming, obviously. So
Yep.
I'll probably do that next week, maybe, if all the parts are in by then.
Have you? I don't know if we talked about this. Have you decided about building the amusement park? I know you did some of the
I
rides.
started. Yeah, I started. I got the. I haven't decided on how I'm going to do the rest, but I've got the Ferris wheel on two 48 by 48s. I've got the. I'm sorry. I got the roller coaster on two 48 by 48s. I got the Ferris wheel on one 48 by 48, and then I'll probably do the carousel next because that one's just awful.
Yeah.
I just need to figure out how I'm going to do it. If I try and put the plates as is down, I'm going to have to get some more of those triangular plates to offset those. So I might just put it on jumpers. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't figured out the game plan for the rest of the park yet.
Yeah, that area scares me. After watching Brudski's little video he did on building his Mills plate, I was like, wow, I don't have nearly that many 2x2 bricks to do everything that I'd have to do. But I think my only saving grace is that I have 8x16 plates and not the 4x4s.
Okay.
So I'll be able to, span greater distance without having to put some 2x2s.
That's true.
But yeah, I get nervous about the amusement park. That same here. I'm not sure how to tackle that. I'd love to I want to finish out my gearing like I was going to do. And I'd like to try to have the gearing inside.
It's a good goal. I just got the word on my phone. Sorry.
That would be good if you can get all the gear downs inside the plate. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of what I want to try to do. But then I think that means I'd have to build up even higher.
Taller. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, power play goal, Evan Bouchard, assisted by Pissy Boy Dreisaitl.
Maybe he won't be so pissed now.
Yeah, hopefully he won't be so pissy now. He's got a couple points.
Right. Well, he better not have shown any good emotion on scoring those goals. He better just went right back to the bench.
What's the score?
Celebrate.
2-1 now. 2-1.
Copper said, building with buds contest, first to say when it is appropriate. That's what she said. And you can't set up your own. That's what she said, apparently.
That is
allegedly.
That is a well-known rule. I don't know what you people do in the Midwest.
It's not even a rule. It's just a fact.
It's a fact. Yeah. Like, hello. Did you not go to school?
If you guys don't like it, play better. That's all I gotta say.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's right. Don't be so pissy.
That's what she said.
What?
Not to me.
Brick Girl said Jimmy G went to high school in the town over from where her husband grew up. That's interesting.
My mom was babysat by Lanny McDonald.
Now,
before the mustache.
So that's an interesting thing, right? Jimmy G's now taken the 49ers to one Super Bowl, and he's taken them to another NFC championship game. Do you think Belichick is upset that he ran that guy off, or no?
I mean, how long would
he?
I think he has too much attitude to be upset.
That's true. And actually, it was more Brady that ran him off. It was just Belichick that chose Brady over him, right?
Yeah.
But how long would they have had to hold with Garoppolo?
Just 1 more year, right? I think just one more year. But they had to pay him, I think, and that's what they didn't want to do. They would have had to pay him.
Okay.
And he's not a great quarterback, and they probably got a better quarterback in Mac Jones, but still.
But if he's winning games, right?
Right, exactly.
But that's what always surprises me too. Like, you know, we talk about it with pitchers and, you know, all the sports. It's such a team game. Yet we still go back to, you know, the quarterback being more important
than everybody else. Yeah,
right.
For sure.
It's just like what's her name says, Tom's wife. You know, he can't play defense too. So you have to remember that.
True story.
Why not?
True story.
He just puts on a different helmet, you probably could, but
Yeah,
not with that kind of attitude. You won't
not
do
with
that.
that attitude.
That's right. Have a couple more avocados, man.
Oh, shit. I was trying to see what this. I was trying to understand what this little contraption is, but I guess it's a ice scoop sharpener. I just figured her out. Kind of cool. Dropping pieces.
Yeah, that's a nice little detail touch in there.
Yeah, they did. They did really well with this set. Even though it's winter, it's got some good little details.
But it's nice because there's plenty of other sets that can go with, right? Since
Right.
They do the Christmas Village and all that stuff, so it's not like it truly is its own standalone thing. You know,
Absolutely. So I was going to ask Eric, are you thinking of going to Chicago in June?
I have talked about it. I have talked about it. I haven't heard a negative yet on it.
That's good.
But I would like to. Plus, my father's family, when they came to the country, that's where they went first. So
to the brick thing.
What's that?
They went to the Lego thing when they first came here.
Well, no, it's in the blood, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's definitely blue.
Yeah, this isn't. Yes, it is. So I'd like to do a little research, family history stuff out there too, kind of parlay into two different purposes. Plus, I have an aunt out there too, so that would be nice to see her.
That'd be cool.
We talked about it. I don't think I'm going to buy tickets until closer to because they're non-refundable, but
that's a good point.
Probably will go ahead and book a hotel shortly, and we'll take all the kids up there now. I think my oldest will be the only one that'll last more than a day. I want to go 2 days. I want to go both days because it's such a big convention, right? But I don't think the other two kids are going to last the whole 2 days at the convention. They might not even last 1 day.
Yeah, the smaller conventions, like the 1 day is fine.
Right.
But something like that, yeah, that's a game changer.
Brick Girl said, if you do, please bring her some bagels and black and white cookies.
The black and white cookies I can do, unfortunately. Well, I think we did just get a good bagel shop in Albany, but
I think she wants you to go to H&H.
I was gonna say, Capital District just hurts when it comes to some of that stuff. They don't do it upright.
Doing it wrong.
Right.
On the wrong side of town. Doing it right on the wrong side of town.
I like this version of Building with Buds. This is great.
What's that? The singing one?
Oh.
What we do, man?
I got Jackal the Pandas here saying, Grandpa T, hey, Poppy.
Jackal the Panda, how's it going, buddy? So there's a gaming pal of mine.
Cosmo Candy's back. Welcome back, young lady. You got Billy Bob Joe Dirt saying Grandpa
Yeah,
T
here's
wearing a
another one.
garbage Flames jersey.
Get out of here.
Booyah! Ah! Pretty much going to Stanley Cup now.
Go Sports.
And done.
Yeah, shoot for the stars, I suppose. You got to hope, right?
Well, if they're going to beat any team, I'm glad it's these douchebags.
Yeah, and then go another 14-0 or something.
Hey,
Or
whatever
14.
happens.
Jackal says, I miss playing with Lego. Hey, it's never too late, buddy. Go grab a
Pick
set.
them back up.
Get going. Pitter patter.
Made pretty good progress. That's
Yes, you did.
bag 5.
There you go.
Yeah, that is a very good set. However, they kind of missed on the stand, right? Especially after the guardianship stand.
Yeah. It could have been better.
But
Jackal says his kids take them all. You got to throw some elbows at those kids. Just
It's all about sweeping the leg, man. Sweep
Right.
the leg.
That's right.
Tanner has another YouTube channel where he teaches how to sweep the leg.
It's a good thing. Oh, man. Brickrow said the Hawks were winning and now they're tied. Well, I couldn't wish that upon a better hockey team. Not a fan of that.
Tried, but they bite. Got some nibbling kids. I tried, but they bite.
Trooper says she has an aunt that lives in Chicago area. Let's go. There you go. There you go. Let's do it. It's June 18th and 19th.
I'm in. Let's go. Well, that's getting us pretty close. You almost done your bag there, Tanner? You done it?
Yeah, I'm wrapped.
Nice.
that's what she said.
Oh, see, I see what you did there.
She though? Did she though?
Okay, I got to tell this story because it's funnier than hell. So, last week, I don't know in the States, does McDonald's, are they doing that point system for when you order?
I haven't been to McDonald's in a while. I don't know.
Okay, so anyway, they're doing this point system, so you can order stuff and you get points, and then you can redeem the points for food or whatever. So I went in there the other day, had some points, and there was a breakfast meal on there. So it was like said whatever, $8 breakfast or whatever it might be. So I pulled up to the thing and I said, okay, my code is 2214 or whatever. And they said, okay, hi, Kevin, what would you like to order? I'm like, or they said, what would you like for your meal? I said, I always get a sausage McMuffin, no egg, and an orange juice. So I said, sausage McMuffin, no egg, and an orange juice. Guy comes back on the other side, on the speaker, and he says, I'm sorry you can't have that meal with this combo.
What?
Like, what? And he goes, you can have a sausage egg McMuffin meal. And I'm like, okay. I said, can I have a sausage egg McMuffin meal with an orange juice? And the guy goes, yeah. And I said, can you take the egg off for me? And there's silence for a second, and then the guy goes, oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, you sure did, man. You caught me.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, we can do that for him. Like, thank you.
Yeah, pulled a real slow one on you.
Yeah. I love that.
Copper asks, does Atlanta host any kind of Lego con? I'm sure they do. I think the one that came around here goes to Atlanta, and now I'm struggling to remember what that was called.
You had Brick Universe, right?
Brick Universe, that's it. Yeah, I feel like they're in Georgia. Brick Fair, do they do? I know they do it in Alabama, but I can't remember if they do it in Atlanta.
I think they just had theirs in Alabama.
They
My
did,
God.
yeah.
You say Alabama, and all I hear is Forrest Gump going, Alabama!
Alabama! I'll look that up. So Cam Guy says it is Brick Fair Atlanta. There is a Brick Fair Atlanta. So there we go. And then you got Atlanta Brick Co. too, which I'd love to go there.
Yeah. So I want to go to that Atlanta Brick Co. That place looks amazing.
They're going to be at like obviously not the whole store, but those vendors. They're going to have a vendor at Brick World in Chicago.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a detour on the way home.
You got to shut down though.
But it's a pretty big detour.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. And then the storm totally just kind of put a kibosh on that.
Well, there you go. Edmonton just tied it up.
Oh,
Bouchard that was like again. 5 minutes ago, dude.
I was gonna say he was cheering 5 minutes ago.
That was a while ago. Tyler, did you just wake up?
No, it's 2-2.
Yep.
Why is my phone being so slow? It's
I don't know.
Hey, a new goal. I'm like, what?
Hey,
I'm looking at the time. That was a while ago.
In 10 minutes, he's gonna say, "Oh, Green Bay lost."
Yeah. I should start putting bets down with him right now, I guess. Hey, I bet at the 21-19 mark that Edmonton scores another goal there. No, that's not gonna happen.
It's this old age Alzheimer's kicking in. This Grandpa T stuff.
Every day's a new adventure, my friend.
Yep.
Well, I think we're going to call it for a night, fellers.
Yes.
You want a bad dad joke to cool it off?
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
What's the difference between a dirty bus station and a lobster with breast implants?
Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get this one. Oh, man.
Have you seen a lobster with breast implants before? Is that why you're thinking about this so
hard? Hit me. I don't know.
One's a crusty bus station. The other one's a busty crust station.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's good. I wouldn't have come up with that one. I was thinking along those lines, but I would not have come up with that one. That's good. That's like, what's the difference between my neighbor and a mallard with a cold? One's a sick duck and the other, never mind.
And with that,
hey.
Oh, my God.
bid you all adieu.
That's Saturday Night Live Celebrity Jeopardy, and he's like, one's a sick duck and I can't remember the rest, but your mother's a whore.
Oh, that he ends that every one of them. Your mother's a whore.
Yeah, love that.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I had a couple good dad jokes, but I can't remember them because I'm old and I forget things.
There's that one about how you tell the gender of ants.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty simple. You just put them in water. The girl ants float, and if it's
no, the girl ants sink.
The girl ants sink. The
guys are buoyant. That's terrible.
Eric's like, what? I don't.
He doesn't. We'll have to slow it down.
I got it.
We'll have to slow it down for him later.
I got it.
I'll bust out the crayons.
I got it. They're boys and they're ants. I get it.
Good one.
Did we even architect this?
Nope. Not that I'm aware of.
Not that I'm aware of.
That you've been made aware of.
Oh, I don't know. I forgot to show this. So this is what really got me on this set was actually these sharks.
Yeah.
Just so these things are unbelievable.
Oh, those are wild.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then they actually they have a little click that clicks them open for their teeth.
That's cool.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah, those are nice.
All right, guys. Well, so slice as always, and thanks for joining us.
Next time we gotta make it a loaf.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. It was awesome.
Oh, Edmonton just tied it up 2-2.
2-2.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
That was quick.
That's funny.
The second period just started.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the good chat and good times. And
yeah, thanks for having
see
me on,
everybody
guys.
soon.
Yeah,
no
thanks for joining us.
Eric, thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Hey, did you guys hear the joke about boy and girl ants? Did you guys hear that? No? All right. They're in a cup. Yeah.
I mean,
They
I've
like
heard it,
Two ants, one cup.
Oh, you guys are simple people. That's why I love you so much. Eric, the package that I just sent you out, don't listen to it if it's ticking, please.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'll let that one go in my neighbor's yard too.
Yeah, let them open it. Exactly. All right. Well, thanks for everything, guys, tonight. And as always, stay safe.
Take care.
Good night, everybody.
I guess.